White lines, visions, dreams of passion going through my mind, and all the while I think of you. Oh, it's right, haven't you had your tea? Something of a phenomenon, baby, telling your body to come along, 'cause white lines blow away, shush. Blow! I get higher, baby. I get higher, baby. I get higher, girl. What's he do? Just say bass.
Vision, dreams of passion. And all the while I think of you. A very strange reaction. The more I see, the more I do. Something like a phenomenon. Baby, telling your body to come along. But white lines blow away. Blow! Rock it! Blow! Ticket to ride. White Line Highway, tell all your friends they can go my way, pay your toll, sell your soul, pound for pound, costs more than gold. The longer you stay, the more you pay. My white lines go a long way, either up your nose or through your vein, with nothing to gain except killing your brain. Baby, get higher, baby, and don't ever come down. Pure as the driven snow. And now I'm having fun, baby. It's getting kinda low. I need some one-on-one, baby. Don't let them blow your mind away, baby. Go till it's a highway, 'cause white lines blow away. Blow! A million magic crystals, painted pure and white. A multi-million-dollars, almost overnight. Twice as sweet as sugar, twice as bitter as salt. And if you get hooked, baby, it's nobody else's fault, so don't do it. Breathe. Rock. Breathe. Rock. Breathe. Rock. Breathe. Rock. Rock. Go. Higher, baby. Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. And don't ever come down. Free base. Too high. Don't you get too high, baby. Turn you on. You really turn me on and on. 'Cause you gotta calm down. My temperature is rising. When the thrill is gone. No, I don't want you to go. A street kid gets arrested. Gonna do some time. He got out 3 years from now just to commit more crime. A businessman is caught with 24 kilos. He's out on bail and out of jail, and that's the way it goes. Game, sugar, game. Athletes rejected, governors corrected. Gangsters, thugs, and smugglers are thoroughly respected. The money gets divided, the women get excited. Now I'm broke and it's no joke, it's hard as hell to fight it, don't buy it. Breathe. Rock. Rock. Breathe. Rock. Breathe. Rock. Breathe. Rock.
Okay, let's get down to it, boppers.
Yeah, buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show. Ron Bennington, Fez Watley. It is a Friday, and Fez, that always means the same thing, Opie Fridays. Every Friday, we like to have a guest in named Opie. Let's see if we can't just welcome to the show today. Woo! Let him hear it, everybody.
I love Opie Fridays.
Wow. It's been so long since we've heard him on the air. How's it going, Ope?
I was sitting out there going, I hope he calls on me. You guys, I don't know. We had a big crowd, like you guys got a huge crowd here today. You don't know how to work it. Like, I'm doing hand signs and stuff. No. Like, we're getting ready to go live, so give us some love, because we need to feel the love. Well, you just started the show in silence, like no one's here today.
And you know what? I feel like they should be flies on the wall. They should just be sitting there quietly watching the magic. Yeah. It's almost like when you get to watch your aunt and uncle fuck. You don't want to bring up anything because they might stop in front of you. Yeah. You know, so you just quietly sit there and sip your beer. And you had a big show today. Of course, Dr. Steve is here today.
Yes.
And there's still a lingering smell of your guests.
Well, that's because Tippy was sitting in that chair. Yeah. Ronnie, you're a trooper, because Anthony decided to go home early today because, he's caught up in this thing, this Antolini thing. And
it's not going to go away.
No, I know.
The Antolini thing's not going to go away.
Not well, anyway.
No, they never do. No. They never end. Well, like, we got to tell you, huh, pal?
Tell me. There's one thing I know. It's the ladies.
Yeah.
What day are we up to? Friday?
Yeah.
He walks in Wednesday. He goes, I'm going to the Bahamas Friday. Mm-hmm. He could just do that and say that. So he decided that he needed to take a half a day to get down in the Bahamas today. So I got him back by having Tippy Tom sit in his chair and work the whistles and the buttons and everything.
We already switched the chair out. But Dr. Steve, you said Tippy is in fine health?
Well, he's got some problems, but not nearly as serious as I thought that I would find after I've heard him on the air.
What kind of world do we live in that he's healthier than Fez? It doesn't seem right, because
he really takes care of himself.
You are a germaphobe, which
right?
Is another way of saying he blows guys. But
I think it's different.
You know what? I get him confused.
Yeah.
Which one are you?
Germaphobe.
Right. Blows Germans. So, and I always tell him, because he's always wiping himself down with all the creams and all that kind of shit. I think it's bad for you to do that.
Well, there is a natural immunity that we have by being exposed to bacteria. H.G. Wells said that, man has earned the right to live in this world, with the bacteria that we have. Yeah. And, we live together with a lot of bacteria that do tend to protect us. So, Tom is probably very well protected.
He will never die. No. That's the thing about him. He will just never die.
Yeah. Got a very thick coating of protection all over him.
No shortage of bacteria there.
Yeah.
There. I love how Dr. Steve talks. Are you Batman?
You know what's great? He's the only person on 202 with a radio voice. Right. Hi, I'm Dr. Steve. And then I come in.
He makes everything sound sexy, though.
Yeah, I know.
Gonorrhea. Get checked for your gonorrhea.
But the other thing, though, Dr. Steve, when you know this much, you must live in constant fear of what can go on.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I've had everything. I've had everything.
Yeah.
Going through medical school, I had everything that I ever heard of or saw or had a lecture on.
As soon as you just start to hold your pancreas during the lecture. Yeah.
Oh, Tacey will tell you, I've had so many different kinds of cancer and stuff. And that's why I think I feel like I can empathize with the people who call into my show, because I've had everything that they ever call in about.
So you're afraid of sick people?
Yeah, I'm really not.
A doctor doesn't want to be near sick people.
I love being around patients, and but it's always that thing tickling in the back of your mind that you know about these things. I just know too much, and every little symptom that I have, it gets amplified. I think it's just natural. I don't know how I could be any other way. No. And
if I read one medical book, I'd shoot myself in the head just to stop it from happening to me.
Oh, I drive Tacey crazy with it. I'm getting a little better. Yeah. Over time, but what I do is a palliative medicine practice now, and so I see the sickest of the sick, and for a while there, it really got to me. It was tough.
You breathed a sigh of relief today during the Tippy Tom interview.
I did.
Or yeah, you were like,
After it was
thank
over?
God we didn't find anything too
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
No, he's
I
just
saw it
holding
on
his
your-
breath the
I'm
whole
not even-
time.
I'm not even making a joke. Yeah, I
No,
saw
I
it
was
on his
really
face.
worried.
Because you thought it was going to be your responsibility once you find it.
Well,
you
it
own
was. I had talked to him before the show and said, look, if we find anything, I've got you set up with a clinic.
Did he understand you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He gave me consent while he was still, sober. So.
Yeah.
And
Because he was screaming that he likes cartoons when I walked in. Just screaming how much he likes cartoons. I'm like, you'd think you'd want to get a home then. Maybe a little TV.
I was convinced we'd just find something just horrible.
Yeah.
And I mean, we didn't test everything.
Right.
But I did get him hooked up with this clinic, and if he wants to go, then, if he'll go.
He had a great line. What was the line when you stuck the finger up his ass? What did he say?
He said, when I was talking to him about it, I said, we're going to stick a finger up your rear end and just see if you've got any problems on there. And he said, will you rotate it?
Now, Fez, didn't you say your doctor found some cum in your stool? Is there anything wrong? Is there anything wrong with that?
My doctor did not say that, and if you keep mentioning it, it's going to end up in my official medical files.
Right. Let me try that again, but I'm going to work the room like Opie.
Okay.
Didn't the doctor said they found some cum in your stool? Oh, thank you.
You people are animals.
What's that? There's nothing wrong with that? Who yelled that?
The guy that's dying.
Oh, that's Tom from White Plains.
There's nothing wrong with that, Fez, if that's what you're into.
Yeah. He's just not only dying in real life, he's dying on the mic. Which is, to me, worse.
Ronnie, we told
Time to call Opie.
We did tell everyone to grade on a curve because,
Right.
of his life expectancy. So make it a little funnier than you think it is.
Do you know, I know a comic who went around and told, he wasn't getting booked anymore, and he told everybody he had brain cancer and got a real nice fucking tour out of it. And like 8 months later, it was like, you know what, didn't you say I had 7 weeks? And he goes, maybe I'm getting better. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So Tippy Tom's fun. What do you think is wrong with Fez? I think worry is a big part of his problem.
Oh, yeah. Well, Fez and I have talked about this. We have similar backgrounds. I, at one time, had panic disorder myself. I worry all the time. Since having kids, now I worry constantly. Mm-hmm. And, it's...
All right, I'll avoid that.
Yeah. No problem there.
But it's and we talked about this last time I was here. Stress is cumulative, and you got to have a way to channel it away from yourself, or you'll, it ends up causing problems.
One of the problems with you too, Fez, is that this building is starting to sway back and forth.
Well, I don't need to hear that.
Seriously, though, isn't it?
Whoa!
The people are moving. I don't know what the building is. All right, everyone's swaying in the bleachers now.
I'm more worried about the wobbly crane out there
Yeah, there
myself.
is.
I hate that crane.
Yeah, well, I'm with you on that one. That was a little too scary.
Did you see the guy in New York? They busted him because he's been taking kickbacks. The guy who's supposed to be checking out the cranes he goes in there and gets like 800.
Right, and your crane's fine.
Yeah. You give him $800 and he's going to fucking sign whatever you want.
Every crane has gotten an A+ in the city.
Dr. Steve, where's your thoughts on acupuncture? Because you were mentioning stress. The only reason I bring this up because I'm going to acupuncture for stress.
Yeah, big fan
and
of
sleep
acupuncture.
better. Really?
Yeah.
Because not a lot of the American doctors are, right?
Well, we use a lot of acupuncture in palliative medicine. We try to, we do the so-called complementary medicine where we'll bring in, or integrative medicine where we'll bring in so-called alternative therapies that actually been proven to work. And my opinion on that is if something's been proven to work, why keep it alternative? Mainstream it. And so things like glucosamine for joint pain. That was an alternative therapy for a long time, and we did some studies on it, double-blind placebo studies, where you give one group of people a sugar pill and the other group the actual stuff, and you actually see if there's a difference. And if there is, then you mainstream it. Now everybody writes glucosamine. The chondroitin's not worth anything, it looks like, but and acupuncture, same way. It's been proven and it's hard to do a blinded study with acupuncture. How do you try to fool somebody that you're not sticking them with a needle? So it's really hard to do. But in observational studies, acupuncture does a lot of good for people. It's good for pain. I heard your story about your irritable bowel syndrome that seemed to help
you have
that.
to bring it up in front of these fine folks.
Well,
how did they get pins
about
in
it on
that?
national radio? This
That was so
something
cranky.
Yeah, but not in front of a
irritable.
live crowd. You know, I don't
Sorry.
really think people are listening until they show up.
So, that's what you hear. Oh, they are
Awkward.
listening. Shit.
Yeah.
God damn it. So how many times a week you go?
No, once a week. I'm up to 4 treatments, and I'm sleeping like a baby. So I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't.
I believe I
don't
used to
know.
go too for dope sickness when I was getting
Really?
sober. Yeah, I went in like 2 or 3 times a week, and for me it felt like it helped. Who knows? You know, maybe
Yeah.
it's psychological. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? The placebo effect is a really, really powerful effect. It's so powerful that we have to take it out of every study that we do. You know, we have to.
Here's the weird thing
zero it
too,
out.
and I'm glad to hear you say something too about placebos because I used to sell them to black guys. And I would fucking load them up, and then later everybody acted like I was a bad guy, and I go,
That's
"Hey,
right.
fuck you."
Yeah, it was science.
Yeah.
Hey, bringing it back to Fezzy, would you do the acupuncture for the stress? Maybe.
I would try acupuncture.
Have you ever tried it before?
You're not scared of the needles?
Yeah, I don't like needles.
It's
but
not that big of a deal. I thought I'd be.
Yeah, they're
freaked
not.
out.
No, you don't
How many-
feel them.
how
Although
many-
I went one home with one in my neck. They
Did
didn't.
you?
Yeah, they didn't fucking take it out. I was just walking around the mall with a big fucking needle sticking out of my neck.
Is it in a fold or?
What? So you've never done it before, Fez?
I did it one time and they only put a couple needles in me.
Yeah.
The needles are really small and.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put,
How
they can
many
put them
for
right.
stress?
They put them right in your eye.
got that one.
Yeah. That
Right
one feels
between the
actually
eyes.
feels good, and you can start to hallucinate on it a little bit. You know, if you really get back and then you start to kind of breathe
Yeah.
in and all
'Cause they want
afterwards,
you
just
to
see
meditate.
colors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do the meditation, Fez?
Yeah, I do some meditation. Yep.
Show me how you do it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Close your eyes.
Just close your eyes.
yeah,
and
I-
just
yeah, I-
relax.
I close my eyes
Okay.
and then I just, I start breathing in.
Does that help?
Ow! I got hit with a cowbell!
Really?
Dr. Steve, I think this arm is broken. Can you check it?
I say this: eyes open, head on a swivel, always looking. Keep yourself safe.
That's a good mantra
Well,
from now on.
what if that wasn't a cowbell? What if that was a hawk? You could have been killed.
I almost was.
You really just believe in heavily drugs for everybody, though, right? Everybody should come into the world taking drugs and leave the world taking
No,
drugs.
I really don't believe that. We try to get people down to the minimum amount of medication possible, but it's not all about. I mean, I'm an allopathic physician, so
I'm Lutheran.
We're trained to. Very good.
Luther Vandross?
No.
But we're trained to treat diseases with medication, but that's not the only thing. And
Well, what about the medicinal weed that they do out in California? Does
Yeah.
that help at all?
Yes. And pot has been shown to be really effective for chemotherapy-related nausea. And I had a guy a long time ago, and he wouldn't mind me telling this story, who was HIV positive, and he had full-blown AIDS. And when he could get pot, he would gain weight and he would feel good. And then when his supply ran out, because we live in a rural area, he would start to decline again. And it was incredible, the difference.
Really?
And,
All from pot?
And we make, there's a pill, a marijuana pill now. It's got Delta-9 THC called Marinol that we use for chemotherapy-related nausea and stuff. And you really, it just gives you the munchies is basically what it does. So
there you go, Fez. Have you thought about smoking a joint when you're feeling a little stressed out?
No, I haven't thought about that. I don't think the pot would agree with me.
Why?
I don't know. I think
Weakhead?
Paranoia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just suddenly he's up all night listening to every fucking thing in his house.
Yeah.
It's really weird how some people will get paranoid and other people just the opposite.
Yeah, I go the paranoid route.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about Dr. Steve and observation? How many people are you secretly treating from the Opie and Anthony show? He shows up and there's all these conversations going on in every corner. So I took your advice, Doc, and blah, blah, blah.
Is it good?
I
Everyone
actually take
secretly-
that seriously. I mean, I don't. I'm a medical advisor rather than anybody's particular doctor, but I've got files on all you guys.
No
so.
kidding.
Great.
Well, I think it's because guys generally don't feel comfortable with a doctor.
Yeah.
mainly because when you go to the doctor, you die. It happened to John Lennon, and that's what happens. He gets up in the morning, he feels fantastic. Later that night, he's in the hospital, he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you.
Yeah. So we got to stay away from that.
Fault?
Now, Earl, you had the sleep apnea that turned out to be what?
Real. It was totally real.
Are you sleeping with a mask on your face now?
I have just stopped using the mask.
Why?
I thought you were still wearing it.
I stopped mainly because I felt I started to feel really comfortable without it. I went a couple of days without it, and I was fine with it. It was fine without it. So I just said, you know what, let me just stop.
Comfortable sleeping without scuba gear on. What a medical breakthrough.
He's decided he's better. That's great.
Yeah,
right?
that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
For you to say you can't get air through that nose, I know it's a fucking lie.
It's not that big.
Dude, we could bowl in there if we wanted to. We could set up fucking pins and bowl.
It's a little pointy, but not...
So what was all going wrong with him, too, when he said he couldn't sleep? Then he couldn't breathe or something?
Yeah, what was happening is and I looked at his sleep study. When he would sleep, he would stop breathing, and then when you stop breathing, you're not taking in oxygen, and your oxygen level drops, and then you start going through the day having 8 hours of your day where your oxygen level's too low, and it causes a lot of problems. And actually, it can cause some serious long-term health problems besides just the brain cloud that Earl had.
He had a brain cloud.
And when his
I'm not predicting sunny weather.
and when the brain cloud comes back, because remember, Earl, we talked about this. You weren't having sleep symptoms at the time. You weren't aware of your sleep apnea. So taking the mask off actually just throws you right back into what you were having before. So
and then he couldn't work, and this was almost, he thought, a genetic problem because his dad couldn't work and his grandfather and none of his uncles.
Yeah.
And then somehow it got so bad that they moved the refrigerator out on the porch, which I never understand.
Quick access.
Just sitting on a porch next to a fucking refrigerator.
House got too hot. You need a quick access.
That's not an air conditioner.
No, instead of getting an air conditioner, they just move outside. Move the couch and the refrigerator out there.
I have a question for Dr. Steve.
Who said that?
Who's that?
That's me over here.
Oh,
who are you?
Well, I'm
Yes,
Inside
the
David.
unattractive redheaded lady.
With Earl, how would you explain his bouts
we're
of
doing our
laziness?
mass jokes.
Bouts of laziness.
We already fucking just did that bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
where were you?
All right, this microphone is heavy.
What did you fucking... You and Fez just bumped heads doing lines that Ron just did.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, apologize. Have you had Dr. Steve take a look at your burn?
Yeah,
Not yet.
we have
no,
a
I
burn
want him
victim
to.
here.
He does. Yeah, he does have a
bring it
burn.
over.
Go ahead over.
I'll look at it.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
The branding show is one of the most amazing radio shows I've ever heard in my life.
Well, it just goes to show you how easy it is to do. You just take a hot iron and stick it into a coworker.
But I thought it was just going to be a quick stamp.
Yeah, so did I.
I didn't know they were writing with what?
Yeah.
Like a metal... Look at this thing.
All right, the people love them.
Yep.
All right,
I have problems on the front and behind.
All right. Well, at first, let's work with the behind.
Well,
Cover up, would you please? Thank you.
I am. So, it's today it woke up, I was in the most pain I've
Let
been.
me see over here. Flash it this way.
That's Eastside
All right,
Dave's branding.
All right, don't
These
try
are
to. Yeah.
third-degree burns.
Third?
Yeah, first degree is like sunburn, and second degree is when you blister, and then when you go all the way through to the tissues underneath, then it's third degree. And
I'm worried it's going to scar.
Can third degree burns cause skin cancer?
Let's hope.
one of the people who have had big time sun exposure,
Yeah, well, that's why I ask. Sure.
are at higher risk for getting skin cancer. Yeah,
But a third
not
degree
a third
burn?
degree burn.
Not for the most part.
Third degree burn. Basically, the tissue is completely destroyed, so all he'll get is scarring there.
Opie, the main thing that the main problem that you'll have with skin cancer mainly comes from being Irish and not living in Ireland. So you will get it. You will. All those times you enjoyed the beach in the summer, you're fucked.
I'm done.
Yeah, it's coming sooner or later.
And your doctor should do a skin survey.
I get it
really,
done
it's
every
important.
6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important.
Because my parents didn't, believe in suntan lotion.
No, of course not. No one did back there. They just would act like, here, put on oil.
Yeah.
Put some oil on your face. We're going to the beach, kids.
Dave has some what looks like saran wrap on here that is.
Oh, my God, that is bad.
That's what the guy told me to do, and I think he's playing a little practical joke on me.
Completely not covering the thing. And it looks like.
Right.
Rather than a Japanese symbol, it looks like you're commemorating Marconi's
Comedy, Doc? Is that what we're doing here?
Yes.
I'm in fucking pain!
All right.
Diagnose me!
Hey, Dave, somebody has to over there. Since you want your redheaded prick, go ahead.
What, nothing for the Marconi line?
Yeah, I loved it.
I liked it.
That was good.
Yeah, but you got
It looks
interrupted.
good. It's not, it doesn't look infected at all. It's just healing normally.
Now show them the front.
What's wrong with the
You got
front?
something? Here, I'll come.
Oh, I have eczema on me. Once again, to reiterate, it's not herpetic at
No,
all.
eczema, is that from letting the dog lick your balls?
No.
Is that where that comes from?
No, they say it's stress.
Stress. Why would your dick feel stress?
There's lots of little spots and
Eczema.
Why? What do you think, Doc?
Let me see that again. How long has that been there?
There's a woman here.
I got the mic.
Don't tell them until the end of the show.
He suffers what's known as small penis syndrome.
I am a grower, not a shower.
Small cocks.
If you look over. And, hey, Fezzy, stand up. Standing up.
Thank you. Dave, get dressed. Dave, cover yourself.
Oh, stop it. Cover up. Now, just stand still and let the doctor look at your clitoris.
I think he is.
I am a grower, not a shower, as I've repeated before. This thing gets huge. 5.5. 5.5 fucking inches.
Quit bragging.
Is your penis the only place that you have eczema?
Yes, currently.
Is it eczema,
Then
doctor?
it kind of drags the diagnosis of eczema a little bit into question.
Well, this is what Dr. Kazarinsky told me.
Okay.
Oh, good Polish doctor. Who doesn't want that? He also sells sausage.
No, you're fine.
You're fine.
No,
Put it
no,
away.
I mean, you're fine. You don't have to keep showing me
Doctor,
over and over again.
it hurts when he starts to twirl it like a helicopter.
I like to pull it on it
How long
sometimes.
has that been there? Seriously.
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
Really?
2 or 3 weeks.
Oh.
Does it hurt?
Baking bread?
You know what? It was the...
Yeah. That's a good one, Tom.
Yeah.
He said, is he breaking bread?
Baking.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know that eczema was Tim Russert.
He's dead now.
Yeah, that's why I worry.
A week ago.
He's
Yeah.
also Irish.
Run that over like you're Phil Donahue, speaking of Irish.
Would something like Silverdern cream work for helping him heal faster?
Yeah.
On the burns?
Are you putting burn cream on there?
My burns or the cock? What are we talking about?
Sorry, the burns. We'll get to the cock later.
Which end?
Today I put hydrogen peroxide on it
No.
just to fuck around. Yeah. And
He's such a bottom.
it caused a tremendous amount of pain that I've never felt before.
Yeah. Yeah,
was that a good idea, doctor?
That's because it's destroying the new skin. So
Right.
yeah, don't do that.
So don't do that?
Yeah, don't do
Okay,
that.
so that's good.
Surgeons used to put a lot of peroxide on wounds, but they don't do that much anymore. But yeah, there's a burn cream called Silvadene, but there's nothing magical about it. You can use any kind of antibacterial cream.
And what about
just
the
keep
front
it lubed
side?
up.
What kind of cream do I need for that?
Did your doctor give you anything for
He
that?
gave me a cream,
Something
and
like
it's not
called
working.
Valtrex or
I've been prescribed Valtrex before for what? For my hives outbreak that happens to be on my genitals.
Hives
I cannot stress this enough. It's
What's
not-
it allergic to?
Life is what it's allergic to.
Dr. Steve's in studio with us on an Opie Friday. Dr. Steve will be hosting Weird Medicine on the Saturday Night Virus tomorrow night right here on 202.
A couple people want to ask you some questions, Dr. Steve. Here's John. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, doctor, how you doing? This is John.
Hey, John.
Hey, I've got a question. Well, not a question, comment, well, all of the above. I have chronic fatigue syndrome. Had it for 21 years now.
So does Earl.
Better known as myalgic encephalomyelitis, I guess. But one of the major components of this is the extreme fatigue. And after having it for about 2 years, I found that just a little bit of marijuana, 3 hits or so, and the fatigue is gone. I mean, I can actually perform, my physical fatigue. It doesn't help the brain fog. Actually, it can kind of add to it if you have a little more than a few hits. But it makes a tremendous difference. If I get physically fatigued, 2-3 hits, 15 minutes later, I'm fantastic.
Huh.
There's another component to the chronic fatigue syndrome, post-exertional malaise, where you get just extremely fatigued. I mean, wiped out after physical exertion.
Does the pot help that too?
Days.
Pot helps everything. Let's be honest. He's also writing music. Now suddenly I'm putting a band together. So what he's saying is it okay for him to smoke weed?
Well, smoking weed is a problem because it's pretty toxic to the lungs themselves. But this is really interesting because there is so much study that needs to be done on marijuana. And for years we were doing studies on marijuana.
Me too.
And then the, observational studies. And, but the government funding for marijuana as medicine has dried up, and so there's a lot less research being done now. It sounds perfectly plausible to me. There are all kinds of what are called cannabinoid receptors in the brain, and some of them may have something to do with fatigue. It's interesting. There are other medications out that you can use for chronic fatigue syndrome. There's a thing called Provigil and some other things, but that's interesting. And I think more research needs to be done because it's really
what is the big
fear?
fear? What is the big fear of the government not wanting to do this research?
You're taking what they consider an illicit drug and making it even more divertible. In other words, getting it out into the mainstream, which they don't want. Now, here's the thing: the FDA can never approve marijuana as a medication. People always saying if the FDA would just approve it, then, we could get something going. But the FDA has rules, and one of the rules is that you have to be able to identify the single or multiple, in the case of a combination, molecule that's causing the therapeutic effect. Well, the problem is with pot, it's a plant, and it has 10,000 active ingredients, and so the FDA, because of their rules, can never approve it in the way that we're talking about. Approving pot as a medicine.
Right.
So that's why we have that.
Marijuana. The reason I think it works, it's supposed to be a tremendous anti-inflammatory for the brain. And if you've ever had chronic fatigue syndrome, you'd understand what I'm talking about. But when you get that outbreak, you feel this like buzzing sensation right along the temple of your along your forehead, across both temples, and it's just incredibly.
But I say, why stop there? I mean, if you like marijuana, it's helping. Try some angel dust, some crystal meth. I mean, maybe the whole fucking thing works. I'm not giving up on this. Maybe street drugs is all we've ever really needed.
Well, yeah, for the longest time, that's all we had.
Yeah, sure.
200 years ago, we were treating everything with laudanum, and not 200 years ago, but 100 years ago at least. Treating people with tincture of opium for everything and throwing cocaine and everything. And, before we had this disease model of medicine, we just threw substances at people until they felt better. And if they felt better, then we said it worked,
Yeah, so those cowboys were always having opium on them. People don't even know that now. But all that stuff, those elixirs that they were drinking, is either coke or opium.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of that going on. There's a lot of laudanum addiction. And then they came out with morphine, and it was supposed to be non-addictive alternative to opium.
That's why I used to sell it.
And then when they came, heroin was the same way. When heroin came out, it was the non-addictive alternative to morphine. So there you go. Gee.
Here's Hard Rock Johnny. Johnny, how are you?
Hello, boys.
Yeah. He wants to know if there's anything wrong with potato skins.
No. I mean, Earl, first of all, Earl, you're an idiot for not sleeping with your mask on. If you have sleep apnea, it doesn't get cured after like a month and a half of sleeping with a mask.
Right.
Take it from someone who sleeps with one.
He's just lies, Johnny. Anything that he says is a lie.
I know. I think it's just laziness. All right, so Dr. Steve, let me ask you this. So a year ago, I go in, I get a heart catheter, my heart's 100% fine. Aside from the fact that I'm a little heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or Fez, come on.
No, go ahead. The doctor will hear you now.
Leave me alone, Fez. And so everything else is fine. My cholesterol's low, blood pressure is fine, totally good. How does that?
So we lost him.
What was that? The chicken wing.
Where does that? So if how long would it take for me to build up enough to have any kind of heart issues? Aside, starting to work out a little bit, things like that. Is that something that happens years, weeks, months? How does that work?
The theory is it builds up over time, and
right.
It usually months to years. Now, when we do a heart bypass, they'll use veins from patients' legs very often.
Right.
And what you'll find is within 5 to 10 years, 50% of those will block off. So that gives you some kind of time frame. Now, those are veins rather than arteries, and they're easier to. But if they did a heart cath realizing that no test is 100%, you should be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I mean, what happened was I went and had I had an MRI or not, a stress test. They couldn't get through the mass in the center of my chest because I guess I'm a little heavy there, and so they set me for the cath. And like I said, everything was 100% clear.
Yeah.
Then, so it's good. I'm good another 5-10 years without having to worry about keeling over yet.
Yeah, and you can keel over from other things, but from that,
issues, I know that.
But if you don't smoke and get your cholesterol checked and get some exercise and just do the basic stuff. You should. I would be very surprised if you keeled over from a heart attack in the next 5 years.
Does basic stuff include eating like chicken wings and things like that, or no?
Just leave the sprinkles off the ice cream. That's all you got to do.
And don't use a sandwich as your sleep mask.
It's funny when everyone calls, they just want to hear this. You're fine. Everything. I'll be fine, right? Yeah.
That's great.
All he wants is 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tippy Tom was really relieved. He really was. I'm okay.
Well, he didn't want to miss any work.
How big was his liver when you felt it?
It was. I felt him after the show again, and it really wasn't his liver. It was just he had several shirts on. So when I felt it,
he thought he had a lump, but he just had some cake in his pocket.
Yeah. So actually, his liver was okay. Amazingly, it's genetics.
Here's Nate. Nate, you're on Ron and Fez. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
For the doc. I wake up in the middle of the night.
Wait, try it again.
Probably.
You wake up in the middle of the night, what happens?
You're breaking up.
I'm throwing up.
We can't do it. We can't deal with it.
Oh, well.
He basically, what he wanted to say is that he wakes up in the middle of the night throwing up in his sleep.
Oh, okay.
I think the best thing there is to wake up. Don't just lay there like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Get up.
Or Mama Cass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do the ham sandwich in the throat.
Yeah.
He's got gastroesophageal reflux disease. It's basically the stomach is a pouch and there's a little valve, and it's really not very mechanically sound, this valve.
Mm-hmm.
And when you lay down at night, if the valve opens up, then all your stomach contents will flow into your esophagus and ends up in your mouth, and you wake up choking down this stuff. Now, one thing that he can do, number one, he's got to tell his doctor there's some medication he can take. I take a couple of Prevacid every day because I got the same problem. And the other thing that you can do is to take a brick and put it under the head of your bed. Just to lift up the head of the bed just a little bit, to let gravity be your friend and keep your stomach contents in your stomach and not in your mouth and your esophagus. So, yeah.
That's so weird. It's that easy, though.
Yeah.
And just jack up the top of your bed.
Yeah, it really works.
I'm writing you a prescription for a brick.
Sleep sitting up. Sleep in a chair. Earl, did that happen to you during your apnea days?
No, I don't think it ever happened. I mean, I had ulcer issues, and that would happen to me when I had my stomach issues.
Yeah.
Was your ulcer from too much Tabasco? You guys put it on everything, right?
It was too much of everything. It was, I was eating like $5 worth of potato chips a week. And that was like
$5. That's like half a bag.
No one knows what that even means. That could be a ton.
How could it be? Where are you getting cheap potato chips?
I would get these big 99-cent bags and eat the entire bag.
So what you're saying is you ate 5 bags of potato chips a week?
I had 2 bags of Swedish fish a week. It was insane.
I had $3 worth of pretzels.
I had $2.17 worth of Sprite.
When did you start in radio?
1989.
started in '89, so you're 20 years and you still can't do it. 2 decades and doesn't have an inkling of how to talk on the fucking air.
Mediocrity. 20 years of mediocrity.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Thank God you guys have them. I gotta say it every time.
And why is that, Opie?
Whatever happened to the trades? Because I know you got your eye on Eastside Dave.
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
I don't think he has any more stunts left in him after the branding.
No more stunts.
You're just like you're like the stunt guy.
I'll fuck G Baby right now.
That's your stunt?
Or my desire.
Can we pour stuff on your wound?
What
Well,
kind of
before
stuff?
we do that, his baby's here.
I was congratulating Casey outside. Beautiful.
Thank you
On
very
what, her
much.
breast?
No.
Hey, I'm here.
Way to go.
I hear you.
Yeah. Now, you went home early yesterday, so you get a family time?
Yes,
Did you watch the movie?
I did. I watched The Point.
The whole thing, or did you fall asleep?
The whole thing. It went on for quite a bit, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of very two-dimensional, that cartoon.
I hear things about you.
I didn't fall asleep.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I just want to point out to Red the retard there that if he would have paid attention or asked a follow-up question, he would know that the reason that the guy who branded him told him to put saran wrap over that thing is so that it stays moist and it maintains as a branding and doesn't scab over and dry out.
I think we are going to be pretty sure that his ass is always going to stay moist. There's no choice to that. That swamp ass is going to stay exactly that way.
Yeah, you want to have what's called an occlusive dressing over that, but the way you just have to see it. I've
got Glad saran wrap.
It's got saran wrap kind of draped over his
I'm going to do a joke here just for Opie, but you see how the people are sitting in the stands?
Yeah.
And look how Big A has to stand in the back like the big kid in class. This is every class picture he's ever had done. Big A, you stand in the back so that we can see the kids.
Big A took a finger today.
Yeah? Oh, did you enjoy it, Big A?
Just one?
Yes, took one finger.
Took one.
Yep.
Yeah.
One for the team.
I made him though when the finger went in. He had to yell, "Big A!"
Oh, Big A! Big A, one finger hero, a Big A.
Fate. Big A likes the recto. Big A.
Big A's having a birthday party tonight at O'Looney's in Manhattan with No Filter Paul.
Yeah, everyone should come out. It'd be a good time.
Should we bring presents?
That would be nice.
You want to?
Our fingers.
Yes, it'd be nice.
Not very materialistic. Big A.
Big A, everyone is welcome. Big A. Everybody sits at the cool table at Big A's.
Big A. At a loss for words.
He's speechless.
He was about to say something.
Yeah.
You pulled that too early. Hold on. There's trouble in the mines.
Sorry.
By the way, that's the gayest ringtone I've ever heard.
That's my Palm Pilot. It was reminding me about Tippy Tom's appointment today.
If I went by what it sounded like your cock is here. Hold on, Big A has the line.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, Fez, are we going to eat the shitty lunch again?
What did he even say?
Big A! And then Fez's ass, the Big A.
Big Bomb.
What was that last one? Face elephant.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want him up? He's really good.
Take him.
He's really
This is the
entertaining.
gold you'll be getting.
Take them both.
I said that. Yeah.
Except for Fridays, when Opie's always here.
Yeah.
What is it, Big A?
Yeah.
Hey, Fez, why so cheap?
Oh, Big A! It's cheap! It's cheap!
Does he have another
He's
one?
hoping to get paid by the word.
Oh, come on, man. That's not right. Come on.
That's too much?
Yes. Sorry, Big A. I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah, Fez, you should treat me better.
Oh, Big A! Drops one of Fez's face.
All he said is I should treat him better. How is that in my face?
Perfect. Perfect, Big A.
Faces.
Fez, you smell worse than the tippy tongue.
It's over. I'll throw it in the towel. He's done. Fez, you don't worry about it. It's not your day, buddy. It's not your day.
Mm-hmm.
Here is. He really doesn't have a comeback. He's just over there, just fucking glaring at him. He's
Down
just,
goes Fezzy,
yeah.
I'm thinking.
Hate that Big A. Hate him. There's a new kid in town.
I don't want to hear it.
All right, Tom. I'll see you later, man. Well, no, that's not right.
See you,
I
Tom,
saw
from
you
White
now.
Plains.
Yeah.
There goes Tom.
Saw you now. There he goes. Oh, you want to call the cops again on him?
Have him waiting downstairs.
You're the only one that picked up on that, by the way. Guy's pouring his heart out.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, he's arrested and thrown in the loony bin.
He
was the only one that picked up on that.
All I thought of when I heard it is like, the guy's got fucking a week to live, and Opie makes sure half that time's in handcuffs.
I'd just gotten off the phone with him when they came, and I was really worried that he was going to think
Was that
I'd sent
before
him.
he called the O&A show?
Yeah.
What? No.
What does that
I don't
mean,
know.
Fez?
I don't know.
He wasn't suicidal until.
Oh, boy. Remember when we did that Fez's back chant earlier?
Yeah, I like that.
We really believed it for a short time.
Yeah.
What is it, Big A?
Yeah,
What do you
Fez,
want, Big A?
yeah, Fez, why he's Fez, why are you so gay?
It's over. I'm stopping the fight. I'm stopping the fight. That Big A's got a line for everything.
Why an hour to do a sentence all of one syllable words?
Come on.
What?
Fez, what's up
What?
with you, man?
What?
You know he's got a
he's doing
speech
it to me.
He's got a speech problem. He's having fun with it. You're being cruel. It's awful. Go ahead there, Amy.
Hi, I was calling with a question for the doctor. I've been told that I have anemia, and I just don't really know what I can do about that, how to fix it, what it really is.
Sure. They just told you one day you had anemia and sent you out of the office?
You sure wasn't an email?
No.
Because that's no big deal. You can delete that.
Yeah, it's easy. You don't even have to read it.
Fez, you know what you can do?
What?
Delete it. It's so simple.
No, the reason I went to the doctor was I have very sore ankles. I wake up in the morning and my ankles are just like really tight and they hurt really bad.
You sound really hot.
And your
I hate
doctor
when women talk about their problems.
and your doctor didn't address that, told you were anemic and sent you out without any plan whatsoever? It just wow.
No plan whatsoever.
Okay.
He sent me a letter actually telling me what my red blood cell count was.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, you still having periods and everything?
Yes.
Okay, the most common reason why a young woman would have a slightly low blood count would be from,
Disgusting.
Yeah, periods. And you lose more
Oh, so
blood.
there was a medical reason for asking that.
You're bleeding out, honey.
Yeah, and
You're
so-
just bleeding out. Try to stop yourself.
you're-
Tighten up.
You may be losing more iron than you're taking in.
Huh? Is that too much?
But
I
the thing
don't
is,
know how it works. I'm not a doctor. As a shop major.
that is a
And
diagnosis.
even then I struggled. I really had to cheat during the shop test. I had to say to somebody, here, cut this fucking lamp for me, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a diagnosis of exclusion, meaning that would be the last thing that I would pin it on. They really need to go looking for why you might be losing blood. You could be, you could be losing it from your GI tract. You could be not making enough blood. I mean, the two ways that you can get low blood is to either lose blood or not make enough blood. And so they need to figure that out. So your doctor sent you this, and I think what he or she meant when they sent you the letter was, come back and let's follow this up. So you need to go back. And there's a couple of blood tests that they can do, and a stool sample maybe. I mean, just depending on which direction that they're going in. And it's real easy to work up, and it's easy to fix if you're just losing blood through menstruation. You just take some iron.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
but
thank you so much.
just go to your doctor and get it checked out, okay?
I will, definitely. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Bye-bye.
When people's problems, they just disgust you?
Nah, you deal with it all.
Really?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Nothing bad.
No, it's nothing bad.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. All right, thanks.
It's been an attack on the city. Dan just walks in, like, Dan's opium note.
Oh, boy. All right.
What are you going to do?
Hang here for a while.
Yeah.
I see Big A has something.
What is it, Big A? What's on your mind?
Hey,
Fez, my name is Fez.
All right. Did you give him a chance?
Come on.
Give him a chance.
Fez is back. Are you okay? Yes. Fez, are you fan of Louis
Oh, wow. That wasn't exactly. No, I'm not. Are you having your birthday party at O'Tubby's?
Oh, come on.
It's his day. It's just another bad joke.
Day. By the way, when did you write that O'Tubby's line? 3 fucking jokes ago?
Going after the easy targets. What are you doing?
Yeah. You all right, Big A?
Uncomfortable.
It is.
Yeah, right.
It's mean. It's mean, Big A, is what it is.
Wounded, Big A.
You come in, you're having fun, and then, his real dark side comes out. Yeah.
No, you're being...
Oh, a follow-up?
Yes, Fez.
Face. There is a Z sound at the end of your name.
Yes, only one.
Yes, Fez. Your beard looks like shit.
That's true. Why don't you come wipe it?
Because it's true. Oh. All right, here's David. David, what the fuck's wrong with you? God, I hate your listeners, Dr. Steve.
Yeah.
Although, don't you think Dr. Steve is way better than Dr. Drew?
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Drew's got nothing.
He has no personality.
He's got nothing.
Yeah, and Dr. Steve will stick a finger up your ass.
That's right.
By the way, the bit's over, officially.
Praise God.
Yeah. It was his thing for a while to stick fingers up people's ass.
You done with that now?
Where do you go after Tippy Tom?
Yeah, I don't know. We had Bree Olson in the studio, and I'm doing rectal exam on Tom and Big A's.
I left some pictures of Bree Olson for Fez today.
You check him out, Fezzy?
Why do you throw the magazines over there?
What are you worried about, Fezzy? Take a good look. Maybe you want to do something.
I even put little like things in there so you can go right to her page.
Right to the pages?
Yeah, there you go.
How's that look, Fezzy?
Yeah, Opie
Nice,
gave
right?
me porn.
Nice, right?
Yeah, I'm going to spend the weekend jacking, man.
I don't know if I believe him. I don't think I believe him.
will.
Yeah?
Man, that's some hot puss.
Don't worry,
Here's
Fez.
what I love.
Oh, what?
Don't worry, Fez. Girls won't hurt you.
Or go near you.
Turn about face. What is it, David?
Yeah, doctor, at night, right as I fall asleep, I'm having these involuntary, violent, jerking motions, right as like I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
And it started about a month ago. And
Brain tumor.
More and more prevalent each night.
Okay.
You got a tumor on your brain.
Those are called hypnagogic episodes, and there are two kinds of episodes. The ones that Earl had are hypnopompic episodes, where you're coming out of sleep, and then you have these sleep paralysis episodes where, and that's where people feel like they're being abducted by aliens.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not an early sign of Parkinson's or anything
Yes, it is. You got early Parkinson's.
But the
I'm telling you, that's what I was terrified of.
Yeah, you got Lou Gehrig's. Don't make a big deal out of it. He's fine.
It'll be over soon.
Yeah, the hypnagogic episodes are just the opposite, and that's when you are going into sleep. You'll have these jerking motions where it'll jerk you awake real quick, and if it really starts causing a problem with your sleep pattern so that you can't sleep, then you need to go and have a sleep study done, and they can diagnose that really easily.
It never wakes me up. It just as I'm falling asleep.
Yep.
That's when it does it.
Now, Earl, you had the same thing?
No,
what was yours?
Well, I had hypnopompic episodes where you wake up and you feel like it's like you're paralyzed. Everything is still
You couldn't
asleep.
move?
I could not move.
And then didn't you even say the guy's cock was falling out of your mouth? You couldn't do anything about it?
Did not.
Was that a problem?
Did not have a cock in my mouth.
Yeah,
no.
well, hold on. Big A has.
Oh, what?
Now
Big A?
what?
This is weird.
How did he get a mic?
Yeah, Fez. On top of your head looks like a yield sign.
What does that even mean? I have no idea.
He meant it's very yellow on his head.
Oh, is that what he meant?
I think he needs a better writer.
Yeah.
That last one was just stupid. Yeah. Oh, well, hold on. Big A's got
Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
He wasn't done.
Are you might not have your birthday at Old Homos?
Oh! He's quick. He's got a.
No, I'm not coming over to your house.
Oh, that was really hurtful.
You know his parents are getting older.
What's going on with that?
Jeez.
He's very straight, Big A.
Sorry about that, Big A. All right, here's Joe. Joe, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing around Fez?
Well, we were good, and then Fez started to really cross the line with Big A. Got very uncomfortable for us. Yeah. Yes, what can we do for you, Joe?
Hey, Dr. Steve, how do you tell if you got your liver screwed up? On my right side, I got a big lump there, right above where my liver's at, and it's really warm.
Are you wearing too many shirts?
Pardon me?
From today?
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
That's a
Call
callback.
back. I like
Yeah.
that.
Good callback.
Call back from another show.
Okay, is it below the edge of your rib cage? You know where your rib cage comes down? Is it below that?
It's right down below. Yeah, I guess it would be below my rib cage.
Okay, well, I mean, you can feel, and you reach down. I know you're driving, so don't do it now. But if you reach down and feel the edge of your rib cage, and then go below that, if that knot that you're feeling is below that, then you just got to get it checked out. I mean,
Everyone in the studio's feeling around now.
Yeah. I had the same thing. I think it was a phone in his pocket. It's the big problem.
What I'm saying is you need to get it checked out. Now, the liver usually will feel like an elongated mass below the rib cage if your liver is enlarged. So it usually won't just feel like what we call in the South a pone or a lump.
So he got pwned.
He got pwned. So, but definitely, just show it. Go to your healthcare provider, doctor, nurse, practitioner, PA, whoever, and
doctor,
and let them poke on it. And if it really is something real, then they can do an ultrasound, which is a really easy test to determine what it is, or they might even do a CT scan. And is it red or painful?
Yeah, sometimes. If I lay down on the bed and I push my stomach out, it looks like a big old damn golf, and that's like a softball.
Okay, well, I'd get that checked, but it could be something as simple as a hernia. I mean, there are hernias that you can have a hernia in the middle of your stomach where the fibers split apart, and it could be something as simple as that. But definitely, please, go get it checked out, and then email me at drsteve202@gmail.com. Let me know what you find, and we'll do a follow-up, okay?
Okay,
man.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, good luck with it.
I'm getting
Have a good day,
depressed.
Yeah, I know.
All this stuff I got to worry about now. What happened to fun?
The body is not made to last. We all are going to die, no matter what you can do about it. So you might as well put a gun in your mouth and pull the trigger.
Yeah, well,
there's no other
I
way.
don't know about that, but
Tom's still here?
That's not good.
That's not good. Modern medicine's a wonderful thing, but it's got its limitations. You know, if it wasn't true, there'd be at least 200 or 300, 400-year-old people running around.
So basically, doctors are just monkeys with stethoscopes. They don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They haven't figured anything out yet.
Ronnie?
Keep us alive. Is there questions?
Yeah, Big A's
Big
got a
A's got
question.
Oh, Big A has a question. Yes, Big A.
No one else?
Hey, Fez, are you so hungry? Heard you eat your own poo.
What kind of baby joke is that?
That's perfect.
It is not.
That's a good one.
Stupid.
Book him at Caroline's.
Big A.
Hey,
Fez,
Caroline.
nice green shirt. Are you Fez or a frog?
What? At least I changed mine.
Are you Fez or what?
Frog.
A frog.
The one line?
Not even green, it's teal.
He got you on the shirt thing.
He did not get me. He even got the color wrong.
Oh, that was rich. Oh, that's something.
Pathetic.
He's the put-down king, that Big A.
That's him.
He's got all the jokes. Yeah, it's like having Don Rickles in studio today. Here's Jesse. Jesse.
Hello?
Yeah. I wish I had your girl. Go ahead. You're on with Dr. Steve. What do you got, Jesse?
So I got a question about if the doctor knows anything about the steroid Dianabol.
Oh.
Any of the roid stuff?
It's supposed to be legal steroid. If you have to order it online, but it's supposed to.
Well, if you can get it online, you know it's good.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what's the side effect of it, because it says to consult with your physician before you take anything that's that strong.
Yeah, and then they sell it to you, without a prescription. I'm trying to look it up right now. Dianabol. It's with the suffix anabol, it probably is an anabolic steroid. So I don't know this particular drug, and I'm trying to look it up, but it's probably got a different name in the foreign country that you're buying it from. Let me just warn you about one thing: buying drugs on the internet can be a real issue. People have thought that they were buying things like Xanax, and then they get the major tranquilizer and antipsychotic Haldol, and it's coming from the Seychelles which is a little bunch of islands off of the coast of Africa, rather than coming from Canada. So you got to be really careful if you're buying from a Canadian pharmacy that you check it out and make sure it really is a Canadian pharmacy. And anabolic steroids, wouldn't take those at all for recreational use. They really cause a lot of problems, and we all know about roid rage. They make your nuts shrink. They will give you increased exercise tolerance, but as soon as you stop taking them, for the most part, it goes away. So it's really, unless you're under a doctor's care, I wouldn't take that. Now, if you got early testicular failure, then they prescribe testosterone for that, and it works great.
Yeah.
But
you think a guy
I'm not
like
a big fan of steroids.
Hulk Hogan and even Arnold Schwarzenegger, it seemed like they've been on these things back and forth for 20, 30 years. It seems like they're fine.
Yeah, a lot of people can get away with. I know people that are 90 years old that's smoking 3 packs a day. They got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with it is you don't know ahead of time. There's no blood test I can do to say this guy can smoke 3 packs a day for 80 years, and this guy can take anabolic steroids without getting in trouble.
We need
That's
a
the
Gattaca.
problem.
That's where we got to Gattaca.
Yeah.
And make sure we get rid of everything before we're born.
Yep.
Big A has a question.
Oh yes. You're too hairy. You human?
Was that directed at me? Because we didn't have the hour to get the Fez out.
Wow. Wow, he has a speech impediment, Fez.
Yeah, Fez is a bit edgy.
Yeah,
yes, I noticed.
Lucky you were born with.
Are you a human or a gay bear?
A gay bear! Not even just a bear. He's good. He's good. Gay one. Not even just a bear. Faces.
He's got a line a second. That
Oh,
big A.
he does.
Here is here's Mark. Mark, you're on my Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Got a question for the doctor.
Yeah.
I've been working out and taking supplements for about 6 months. I guess I've really started hitting it hard about 6 months. But under my right nipple, I've got a lump.
Okay. What kind of supplements are you taking?
Hypershock, Aftershock, just protein, stuff like that.
Creatine, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Never get out of it.
And it's when you say under, do you mean directly beneath or do you mean south of?
Oh,
does that make sense?
Directly underneath.
Okay, directly underneath.
Yeah, I didn't feel it. My girlfriend pressed on my chest when she was on top of me one time, and I was like, "Oh, what is that?" And that's when I started feeling it.
Yeah, it may be a thing called gynecomastia. Do you smoke a lot of pot or anything?
Oh, Jesus.
Sounds awful.
As good as dead man. Dead man walking.
And sometimes pot can do it, and there are other medications that can cause it. And every once in a while, your hormones will get out of whack, and you'll have that. That needs to be checked out, man. You got to get your doctor to look at it. And
So
what?
it should be like it's like lactating.
Yeah. Are you lactating?
Well, no, is that something? Because when I've squeezed it one time, just real hard, to
clear
see what
stuff
the
come
hell
out?
it was.
Bastard.
Liquid came out of my nipple a little bit, like not the nipple, like around the nipple.
Now we got to go check our nipples out.
Yeah, dude, just get that checked out. They'll either do an X-ray or an ultrasound, and most of those are completely benign, but it needs to be looked at. Okay. When I say most, I mean the vast majority are benign.
He should ignore this. Just ignore it.
Well, great.
No.
I appreciate it.
Don't
go away, right?
Don't listen to him. Go see your doctor and get it checked out.
It's almost the same things like if you hear like a...
Yeah, and email me and let me know what they find, okay?
If you hear some kind of tick in your engine, just turn up the radio.
Yeah.
I say the same thing in life. Anything that happens, ignore it.
Just ignore it.
Because everything will go away.
Yeah.
Oh, I think...
well, ultimately, that is
there's
true.
another
I don't
question?
want to direct, but I see a hand going up over there.
Yeah, there's a gentleman with a question over here. Yes, Big A.
No, gentleman.
Yeah, Fez, those teeth in your mouth are rotting chiclets.
Way to talk, Austin Powers.
You know what this
Face
is?
robot. Face
Yeah.
robot.
Here's the word. Here's the tough thing. Don't you guys both know you're my best friends, and then you talk this way to each other? It's very hurtful. It doesn't matter who started it. Let's just put an end to it now.
Yeah.
And let's just both of you stop it. Yes, Big A.
Fine.
Okay. Are those nipples on your chest or giant saucers?
He's not stopping it.
But that is a good question.
It is not. It's a stupid question.
I thought you had giant saucers on your chest.
I don't have saucers on my chest.
Well, let's take a look at your nipples.
No, I don't want to show my nipples.
Come on, we're playing skins versus.
I'll show you.
Way to get the fucking rumors started again. That's all I need. Have that start up again. Because I'm sure...
we all wondered. Yes, Ronnie.
I'm sure no one ever asked if you and Anthony are gay.
No, not
So it
at
doesn't
all.
happen to every radio team.
You've been working this angle for years.
Yeah.
To make it perfectly clear.
Let them think what they want to think. We don't care.
I care.
No one cares.
I'm the one who cares.
No.
Yeah.
Let them think every sick thought they want to.
No.
Every depraved image they can conjure up in their mind.
Hold on, Big A has a question. Yes, Big A.
Yeah, I'll try to say something nice.
Yeah.
Your ears as big as a Liberty Bell.
Try to say something fast.
He's got the
he
speech
would,
impediment.
Fez, except for he has a speech impediment.
Yes, I understand. So why is he talking?
Your dick is like a Snickers bar.
Why? You eat it every night?
What?
He goes pint size.
Pint size, mind you. He says, mind you. And it's bite sized, mind you. Good night, everybody.
Here comes the structure.
Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ron, a big show. Big A show is great.
Yeah,
hey,
thank you.
Doctor, I heard on the radio the other day about injecting billions of T cells into cancer patients and curing cancer. Do you know anything on this?
There are a lot of new theories or new treatments coming out for cancer. I have not heard that one. I think that one's theoretical. If they're doing studies on it now, I'm not aware of it. But immunity is where the key to curing cancer is. It's a problem with this body not being able to recognize this tissue as being foreign. And once we can turn that switch back on again, we should be able to put a huge dent in cancer down the road. But it's all going to be about immune therapy.
What's the best way to die? That's all I want to know. How do I get off this fucking rock with the least amount of problems?
Yeah, renal failure is when people have. And was that a serious question?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know how to get out. I don't want all
kidney
these things.
failure of a major organ. Usually ends up being a pretty painless way to check out of this world.
Yeah, but it takes so long. And we just Fez and I had a buddy that just this happened to, and his kidneys. It took forever to shut down, and
it's usually my mom had stomach cancer and took a couple of years to go, but I got to say goodbye. My dad woke up one day, turned the alarm off, went back to sleep, and never woke up again. And so for him, that was a pretty good way to go. He shot his age in golf the day before. He was 86, and he shot an 85 the day before. And then, he went out the way, he wanted to. But my mom got to say goodbye to everybody. So it sucks either way.
Yeah.
It just sucks either way.
How do you want to go, Fez? You want to be able to say goodbye or go quick?
I think I better go quick.
I'll tell you, I don't even say goodbye when I'm leaving bar 9. I'm just out. I don't like the long goodbyes.
Yeah.
There's no way to do this. There's no way to properly get out off this planet.
No. And knowing that it's a natural part of life doesn't make it any easier to deal with.
It's disgusting. It's horrible and disgusting.
But you will live on in a parallel universe. So
do you think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
That I don't even know if I want to. Because unless they work out things in the other universe, doesn't sound all that good. Big A has a question, though.
Yeah, why is your skin... okay.
Line!
Take your time, Big A.
He's taking all the time.
Your skin is so saggy. You look like a gay fagler.
Gay fagler?
What? Well, that was worth the wait.
I think you're not even getting some of these things. They're over your head over there,
I guess so.
Hey, we got a guest who's stopping in, Earl. Is he all ready?
He's ready to go.
This is a gentleman who, basically, you could easily say what Chuck Berry was to rock and roll. This gentleman has been to hip-hop. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Flash. Flash is in the house with a brand new book, The Adventures of Grandmaster Flash. And we were talking about this, Flash. You were here at the beginning when it all started.
Yes.
Everything that started in hip-hop, you were there. About what year did this all start to kind of percolate? Because it wasn't like there was a fast beginning, right? It took a while.
I would say primarily it was a cult. It's like something that was done in the Bronx. And I'm talking like 1969, 1970.
That early?
Yes. And it was basically just a Bronx-based sort of alternate entertainment, so to speak, because disco was the real big monster at that time. As you know, and we didn't want to do that.
You did not like the disco scene at all?
We didn't know much about it. Right. But I mean, at that particular time, when you had like your Studio 54s and stuff of that nature, you had to wear a suit and tie. Mm-hmm. You had to, it was, this particular music was performed in certain areas, and it was just lots of rules to it.
Right.
And as in hip hop,
and it was big money. You had that big money to walk into 54.
Yes. Yes.
So this was way more of a street thing. It was everybody was welcome in those days.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, you brought that up about New York in the 70s. There was disco going on, then there was punk rock going on downtown.
Yes.
And then you guys were bringing out these block parties, making a whole new sound. Where do you think all that creativity came at the same time? It was very odd because it wasn't like it was all connected,
Okay, I have to say from a musical perspective, like hip-hop was created by a DJ. Mm-hmm. And what we used to do is we used to look for all types of music, pop, rock, jazz, blues, funk, R&B. And as we all know, music is a universal language.
Right.
But for me, the common thread to a great record is when the drummer got a solo. That particular area of the passage is where I used to sort of like pick that area to expound on. Mm-hmm. And that there was kind of like our beginning. So it was kind of like a mixture of different types of records that were from different genres of people.
And you knew that you needed to keep people dancing. One
Absolutely.
of the things that you guys did that nobody was doing before that is you wanted to keep the people on the floor.
That's what the DJs did. And this is like 5 or 6 years before there was a rapper.
Right.
Right.
So the DJ became important. But at another point, though, like you were talking about the 60s and 70s, clubs would have DJs, but nobody was looking at them. The DJ would be tucked in a corner somewhere. He would be up high. Well, you guys started to take center stage, right?
When I took center stage, I was the focal point.
You were it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it was my vocalists, my MCs.
And then it came on behind him. But how did you think that started to transfer? Because like we said, and here was the other interesting thing. With disco or even rock DJs, you would see the way that they would handle the vinyl was like, you know, it was precious. They were holding it by the hands. And then you just came out and just started spinning.
What I noticed with them DJs is they would sort of, you know, like you said, handle it like a child almost.
Right.
And they would have these big big brushes, and they would wipe off the record and keep it extremely clean and shiny. And I was, why in the hell are they doing that?
Right.
You know, that was like very intriguing to me. And you know, to make a very long story short, my idea of how I came up with this particular style of DJing that the whole world of hip hop does is I decided that if I was going to control this particular area that was so short, because whenever there was a breakdown in the record, it was always like 5 or 10 seconds.
Right.
So this whole thing started off with me was frustration. Why is it when a drummer gets a solo, why does he only get 10 seconds? And then when the full orchestration came back, we looked at that as the whack part. You know, so basically I said I have to find a way to take this 10-second section, expound on this, and percussify it by physically touching the body of the record and moving it in a backward and forward motion, or moving the vinyl, spinning it in a counterclockwise motion so that I can re-arrive back to the top of the break without ever having to pick the arm up and find the break. So, and I call this cutting, the quick mix theory.
And you were able to do that, how when you cut, you knew exactly where it was on the record? Or
well, what I would do is, with each successful record that I bought that had that drum break that I needed, what I would do is let the record spin, and I would take a grease pencil or a crayon, and I would sort of like make a marker on a diameter right in the area where the groove was, and then I would make a line across the circled line so that the intersecting points was where the break began. So if that particular, once I made that line, it would pass the tone on maybe once, twice, 3, 4 times, then go into the full orchestration, which is the whack part. So the thing is to wind it back once, pass the tone on, twice, pass the tone on, 3, pass the tone on, 4, and then if I stop and check, I'm there. So if I had duplicate copies of this record that had only 10 seconds, I can go drum break, go, and just like manually edit this break that was 10 seconds and make it 10 minutes. If I wanted to.
Right. Now, right away, was the audience able to catch on that it was you doing this? That it wasn't like a new record out, but somehow now something has changed. The DJ is more or less improvising and making that experience happen.
I took my teenage years to come up with this science. And I said to myself, if I played the drum part of the pop, rock, jazz, blues, funk, R&B, and punk record, if I played just the drum section, I would have this block party totally excited.
Right.
And when I did it in the parks, it was as quiet as his room, which was made me very nervous, because we're talking 500 or 600 people that should be literally losing their minds, according to my theory.
Right.
But it was real quiet, and I went home boo-hooed for a while. I was like, damn, what the hell's going on here? Like, why is this not working the way that it was? And then from there, my next attempt was to teach DJs this new way of playing. And it wasn't until I taught a couple of DJs that this thing started to spread. And then eventually I found a vocalist who was able to sort of talk in concert with this new style of DJing. His name was Cowboy. Then from there I acquired one MC, next MC, and then this became the next way to DJ, although most DJs at that time didn't really like me a whole lot. But
they because anytime anything's new, like you said, it took the audience a while. The other
I was making
DJs,
the records dirty, though. I was touching the record.
Right.
Where that was like a no, don't touch the body of the record. No. So I had to be able to control and break and clutch. I had to be able to do that, and that was the only way to do it, was to physically put my hand on a record.
Right. And because at that point, as soon as you started to do that, you became a performer.
Right.
And the people in the music industry, they're like, well, no, the musicians are the performers. The producer of the record decides how this is going to go out to the public, not the DJ. You know, suddenly the power had changed.
The power shifted to the DJ, for sure.
And when you guys set up these things in the parks and block parties and stuff, people would show up from all over, right?
All over the place.
And
All
where did
creeds
the
and
power
colors,
come?
people.
How did you have the power to, you know?
Well, at that time, I mean, without going too deeply into that, I was somewhat of a experimentalist, meaning that I would experiment and just try to figure out how to make things work electrically.
Yeah.
So what I did was I used to ask the grocery store in the corner, can I put my extension cord into their store? And it was like, no. Or we would ask someone in the projects, can we put the extension cord in their house? They're like, no, the bill will go up. So what I seen was a lamppost that was on the side of the street. So from my experimental years, what I did is they had like a cover with a lock. So what I did is I got one of them things that, you know, what do you call them, big wrenches, and I just sort of like popped the cover off. And then what I noticed is that there was a timer and a fuse, and then before the timer and the fuse, when I checked the current, it was still on.
Right.
You know, because it was time to go on at night. But I went behind the timer. And once I went behind the timer, what I did is I cut the plug end off and I stripped the wires and I would sort of wrap it around, and to kind of like hide the extension cord under the street and then kind of like run it into the park. But then the police officers was pretty cool about that because they could just go take a nap somewhere for like 5 or 6 hours.
They knew where everybody was.
Everybody was in one place for like 5 or 6 hours, so why get mad? You know, so they seen it. I mean, I was trying to hide the cord like under that rug, for example, but big black rug, like they knew it was under there. They knew it was an extension cord running under there into the park, but they didn't know too much, you know.
So generally, even by everybody else, this was considered kind of a positive thing from the beginning.
Yes.
Because there's a place for the kids to go. It's they're not going to be getting in trouble out there. It was kind of a good thing for the neighborhood. And when did this start to blow up and go from a neighborhood thing into being national and international?
I think what had happened was after a while, different crews started coming up. Like, you know, the original three is Kool Herc, Africa Bambaataa, Grandmaster Flash. And then after that, you know, although it was a Bronx created art form and it was a black created art form, now people from other boroughs and other countries, other states, other races, creeds, and colors started to make this thing, started joining in. So now we had like 3 groups, and then it turned into thousands and thousands of groups from all over the place, you know, and that was a good thing.
And at the time that you were doing it, from the outside, it was always treated as a fad. Did you feel like we're making history here? Did you have any idea that literally this stuff is going to end up in a book later, you know, and people would be talking about it?
I had always hoped that it could go to Philadelphia,
right?
Maybe Jersey, Boston. I was always hoping it would always go outside of New York City. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would be able to make a living at it. Fly to Australia, Japan, Germany, England. I've been almost every place you can be in the free world, you know, on this, and this is all I do.
And I think the thing that interested people is they saw it at first, okay, this is a neighborhood thing, it's a Bronx thing. But then when suburban white kids started to catch on to it, started to dress like you guys, talk like you guys, and really, again, treat it as more as a fad, but as a lifestyle, I don't think anybody was ready for that. I don't think anybody was ready to see it go that far.
I was like, what took y'all? Everybody so fucking long. Let's get this shit popping. Like, I was like, yeah. You know, because for a long time during the experimental years, we was basically trying, we were going up against the behemoth. The disco was the big monster. It's like, you can't go against that. But what had happened was when different races, creeds, and colors started getting down and wanting to be part of this culture and this lifestyle, now we were creating an army, and we became not a fad, but a force to reckon with.
Right.
You know, and it was great.
And then, like everything else, success brings its problems. And some of this, you deal pretty honestly with the fact that a lot of times for young guys, the worst thing you can do is make a lot of money that you don't know how to spend yet, you know?
Or not make a lot of money up front and not know that it's due to you. So it's either or, whichever one comes first.
Well, exactly, because while you are basically inventing this stuff, there's always going to be some guy to go, how can I make money off of what these other people are doing?
I've learned that now, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And young guys come to you now about that too, right? People...
They ask me questions all the time, you know, how do I get into this and how can I sort of make a way and, you know, make a living at this and do and make a mark or whatever the case may be. And depending on who I'm talking to, I tell them it's never easy. You know? And what I do tell them, what I do stress is it never happens when you want it to, but it will always happen in the nick of time. That's just the way that it works.
It either happens a little too early or a little too late, huh? Patrice O'Neill brought that up to me before, right? That that they'll either give it to you too fast, or by the time they do give it to you, you're like, who cares anymore? But I think the interesting thing is everything that you've been through, and of course, not just an inventor or pioneer of this, but a survivor. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, first time hip hop is recognized, first time a DJ goes in, and they can never, take away first from you. No matter what happens, there's only one first.
First is forever.
Yeah.
Great is cool. Number one is great.
Yeah.
Hottest and all that's cool, but first.
What did that feel like for you to go back and see the people there that are ready to say this is going into a museum, and it'll be
the actual board of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, it was two spoofs prior to that. Because I went in at 7, so in 5 there was something bubbling in the streets. Grandmaster Flash is going in, and I had gotten this information given to me. You're going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2005. I'm yay!
Right.
Psych. And then, year goes by, then it's bubbling again in 6. Like, you guys are definitely going in this time. I'm like, yay! Psych. And then it wasn't until I got a phone call from this gentleman who was on the board, whose name I forget right now, in 2007. It was a Sunday before the day, and he says, I'm on the board, and it's been decided that Grandmaster Flash and Phrase 5 is going to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He says, I want to be the first one to tell you before it becomes worldwide news. So I'm looking at my phone, and I'm going, okay, this is a real bad joke. I'm like, I've been psyched twice already. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's like, Grandmaster, it's really going to happen tomorrow. I'm like, I ain't tell him to take a hike, but right. I guess maybe I just wasn't as enthusiastic as I perhaps should have been. And then at about 8:45 in the morning, my phone just kept ringing, turn on Channel 5, turn on Channel 7, turn on Fox, turn on NBC, turn on this, turn on that, and it was public knowledge, And then when I found out I was going in with people like Van Halen, Patsy Cline, the Ronettes, and to be in company with these people that I am with my instrument. So I'm in company with some of the greatest bassists in the world, greatest keyboardists, greatest trumpeters, greatest vocalists, greatest bands. It's kind of incredible for the ride that I had. It's kind of incredible.
In a way, when you look back over it, was the roller coaster thing good for you? Well, I mean, even though you have bad times and rough times, it kind of makes you who you are today, right?
I think it played a major part in me becoming wiser with this thing that I have. Because, at first I was just strictly a craftsman, and that's what I wanted to be. But going through the ups and downs that I had to go through sort of forced me to pay attention to certain things, or forced me to hire somebody who's an expert that could advise me about certain things. So before I would take a step, I'll go, oop, wait a minute. Either I find out on my own, or I hire somebody. Okay, I'm getting ready to take this step. Which way do I go, left or right? And they would advise me properly, go left. And then I go left. As opposed to at one point, I was just blindly going along because I was simply a craftsman. And that's what craftsmen do. They just do what they love, and they just kind of move forward. I was a scientist, and that's where I was pushing, just pushing the envelope.
I think when you came back too, and when you DJ'd for Chris Rock on that show and stuff, Chris Rock is a guy who seems like he knows both sides of the business as much as an artist, but he takes care of you. You never see him. Was that a period for you that kind of let everybody know that here's a serious guy? He's got Flash with him. And it almost like put a stamp back on you again.
I think prior to that, what it was is I had to go through a real, I had to almost lose my life with the drugs.
Right.
If it wasn't for my girlfriend at the time and my big sister, I probably would not be here talking to you. But then making the slow climb back, I had to find the right booking agent, then had to find the right lawyer. Then taking that step back, and then when I started seeing, daylight, I started doing clubs here, there, small clubs in the city. There was a gentleman by the name of Nelson George who was real close to this new and up-and-coming comedian called Chris Rock. And I was doing this party for Spike Lee, and he comes up to the DJ booth and he says, this guy Chris Rock's going to be, he wants you to be his musical director for this TV show that's going to be coming on once a week. So now I'm looking at him like, yeah, whatever. And I says, all right, here's a number to my people to see if it was real. A week later, I got the call. I says, all right, but I still didn't jump. I said, all right, here's a number to my attorney. Let's see what happens now. And about 2 weeks later, the paperwork came. We negotiated it. It was a done deal. When I met with him, he had always said to me, like, Flash, I always wanted to be a DJ. He says, and I respect what you do. So he just calmly just put the map down and says, okay, this is who's coming in the next coming weeks. Prince, Jay-Z, Al Sharpton, that. What kind of music do you think each one of these people that you should play? I'm like, you're asking me this. And when I'm getting ready to try to say, well, Chris, he's like, just go ahead, man. Just go ahead and just... Okay, Prince is coming next week. Just whatever music. I'm like, yo, Chris. He's walking down the hallway going like this, like, whatever. Just you pick it. And he's always said, I respect with you because I know you know what to play. So that there just kind of like put me on a whole nother level playing TV with this powerful up and coming comic, you know. And it just kind of like was the final catapult to get me right where I needed to be. You know, and it was great.
When you said coming off the drug stuff, you didn't do the rehab or anything, right?
No, thank God. I didn't have the rehab. I just sort of stopped, and I think the biggest downturn to that is, you know, when you're doing drugs, you roll with a certain class of people. Mm-hmm. And for me, when I decided that I wanted to stop, my crew was like, you're going to stop him? Yeah. So they gave me 2 days to kind of like, you know, Flash is bugging the fuck out. He's going to be back. And then, you know, 2 days, 3 days went by, a week went by. The girl that I was seeing, you know, was her apartment, and she's like, so when we getting high, I'm saying, I can't do this no more. Get your shit, get the fuck out of here. Just threw my shit out in the street. You know, Big Sis came by, saved me. I slept on her couch for the next 5 or 6 years and just kind of like made it back, and I started off by doing mixtapes. And not mixtapes in the fashion that you hear today. I'm talking about where I would go down to people who could afford, and I would say, you know, anybody wanting flash tapes. This also helped me to get blow the dust off my skills and try kind of like get back and face these turntables again. And I used to go down into the Bronx, Harlem, parts of Brooklyn, and I used to ask the people who could afford it. Mm-hmm. You guys want a Grandmaster flash tape, you know, tailored just for you? We could do it, $1 a minute. So people, they were purchasing like 90 minutes. Some people were asking for reel-to-reel, both sides, you know, and that was like $400. So I was able to make money doing this as I made my comeback. And then from there, eventually, I went to Disco Fever, started playing there. And then from there, you know, I started playing different states, and then from different states. But now I had to do it with just Joseph Sadler because of the total debacle that took place at Sugar Hill, where the group split. So, you know, my boys who I was used to rolling with, we didn't roll anymore because of the actual divide and conquer that took place. And it's in the book. Yeah. You know, so I had to, Joseph Sadler had to kind of like do this slow walk back alone. I have to say to you, that was the most fearful thing. And sure, you know, when you used to do something with somebody for so many years, for so many decades, and you know, all of a sudden you got to walk alone. It's just to make that walk alone, and then to rehab yourself. So now life looks totally different. You have to become responsible. Did you forget you have children? Now you have to be on time for certain things, and there's certain things that adults do that you have to learn that you've kind of been out of this mix for a long time. Pretty scary.
Believe me, it's scary enough when you have help with the rehab and the program, but for you to go out there and again kind of have to discover how to do this the same way you were with the DJing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Again, you're an inventor. You had to invent the way, because I'm reading the book where you went, I just started to force myself to go into a supermarket and try to walk around. Yeah. People have no idea. And now you can't even be Grandmaster Flash. Right. You know, they've taken that from you. Yeah. The odds of you making the comeback to be able to sit here now with this book, it's phenomenal. It's a long, long shot. Grandmaster Flash, anybody interested in the history of the music of hip-hop, it all started right here.
Thank you.
Take us out with a message, Earl. Grandmaster Flash, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with the tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window, watching all the cars go by, roaring as the breezes blow. A crazy lady living in a bag, eating out of garbage pails. Used to be a fag hag, such a dance to tango. Skipped the life and dango. A zircon princess seemed to lost her senses. Down at the peep show, watching all the creeps, so she could tell her stories to the girls back home. She went to the city and got so diddy. She had to get a pimp, she couldn't make it on her own. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
My brother's doing fast on my mother's TV. Says she watches too much, it's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight. The bill collectors, they ring my phone and scare my wife when I'm not home. Got a bum education, double-digit inflation. Can't take the train to the job, there's a strike at the station. Neon King Kong standing on my back, can't stop to turn around. Broke my sacroiliac, a mid-range migraine, cancer membrane. Sometimes I think I'm going insane, I swear I might hijack a plane. Don't push me, call, I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Dr. Death, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, man. I'm a forensic psychologist, and I deal with murderers and rapists and child molesters every day, and Earl scares the shit out of me.
Eddie W. Peacehold. This is Earl. This is the Earl we know.
No, but she keeps... No, I mean, I let witness.
Right, Earl?
N-E-W, Peacehold. N-E-W, Peacehold. N-E-W, Peacehold. N-E-W, Peacehold.
Scott Mooney, call him 5. Scott Mooney, call him 5. Eddie W. Peacehold.
Why don't you just kick that redhead fucker's ass?
Believe me, there are times I've been wanting to drop him for a long time, but I would get arrested.
I'm a fuck up, Fez.
Dave, one more time. Don't touch me.
Here he goes. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, he's choking him. What the fuck did I just do? Oh, God. What the hell have I done?
Eddie W. Peacehold.
Earl?
I will not be killing, molesting, or raping anyone. I'm not trying to kill you. Nope.
N-E-W, Peacehold. N-E-W, Peacehold. N-E-W, Peacehold. N-E-W, Peacehold.
I can lip again. He's holding his wrist. He's holding his shoulders and his side. Somehow, he's hurt himself, viciously attacking Dave. How's your wrist?
It's a little sore. Shoulder, too.
If you broke your wrist, I'll never stop laughing.
N-E-W, Peacehold. Ron Bennington, Fez Watley. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
You give them this technique of transcendental meditation. It's a mental technique, an ancient form of meditation that literally and truly opens the door to the deepest level of life. Unbounded, infinite, eternal, pure consciousness. Modern science's unified field. In Vedic language, it's called Atma, means the self. Know thyself.
Ron and Fez show. Dave didn't realize that he had done it about 10. He got the crowd going about 30 seconds too early. And then Fez just wouldn't bring the mics back in because we have a set way of doing things. And there's no such thing as improv. Big party tonight for Big A. Big A, you're sharing a birthday with No Filter Paul?
Yes, because my birthday was June 14th, and his is June 26th. And we have a joint birthday party.
All right, nice. And then tomorrow night is a big party at Bar 9. And then the big softball game, right? Everybody, Fezzy, I didn't even realize this. Playing for Boston. Sitting there like he doesn't even know us. There's Graz. Graz, you're playing for the Boston team?
Yeah, that's right. I represent the Sox.
And this will be the first time Boston doesn't show up for a championship this year.
Yeah. It could be. It could be.
What position you playing?
I think I'm playing third base tomorrow.
Oh, cooling off the hot corner. It's Graz, everybody.
I've seen you try to run around here. I don't know how you're going to do around the bases.
Well, I don't.
Ron Say lives.
You know who the Penguin is? I had no idea. You're a guy who doesn't know baseball. How do you know Ron Say?
I just always remember the crazy Penguin run.
Mm-hmm. And how old are you? That this is your baseball reference from '83.
Not very old.
By the way, Grandmaster Flash was in here, and he goes, hey, that old lady with you was really nice. And I go, that's not an old lady. That's my partner, Fez. Earl, how'd you like having Flash in?
Oh, it was an amazing experience.
A lot of excitement in that reply.
Yeah, it really was. Were you telling him that you're against hip hop and you're all about Black Rock Coalition?
I'm not against hip hop, and I think Black Rock should be included with everything else. That's all I want is inclusion. Include us.
Well, first you need a Black Rock band.
We have several Black Rock bands.
How many?
Oh God, about 30. I don't know, at least 30 that I could think of.
Mm-hmm.
But we just want to be included.
Included where?
Just as part of this big rock umbrella that...
You're included. There you go.
Yeah, who's discluding? Who's not including?
Yeah, what are you being kept out of?
Like mainstream radio, touring.
Guess who else is kept out of mainstream radio? White rock. It just doesn't happen anymore. You came along after rock died. That's the big problem.
Earl, I wish you were being kept out of satellite radio.
Wow. You're just getting the crowd groaning now.
I know. They seem to have turned.
Turned? No. This is exactly the way they've been responding the entire day. Fez, you had some plugs you wanted to do?
Yeah, I wanted to do a shout-out to our buddy Jimmy from Jersey City. He's headed off to Iraq this weekend. He's going to be part of the New Jersey National Guard contingent that's heading over to Iraq. So best of luck to Jimmy from Jersey City. And our buddy Ogre in Virginia. Hope he's feeling a lot better.
Okay.
So he was having some problems. So I wanted to do that. And the party at Bar 9, that is tomorrow night.
Yes.
And I did the promo for it, and apparently there was all kinds of problems because I forgot to say that it was a Millie Hatchet event.
Right.
I fixed the promo.
Oh, good.
Hey, everyone. Head out to Bar 9 in New York City this Saturday. What's the occasion, you ask? Well, it's not Riley Lux or Bobby Pantera's birthdays, and it's not AJ and Jobble being in town, and it's certainly not Eastside Dave and Casey's first anniversary. Give up? It's all to honor Her Majesty Millie Hatchet. That's right, this is a Millie Hatchet party, arranged and organized by the queen of everything fun herself, Millie Hatchet. Forget anyone else's special day. Saturday night is all about Millie. And just so everyone knows and doesn't run off crying and complaining, that's Millie Hatchet I'm talking about. Bar 9 is located at 53rd Street and 9th Avenue in Manhattan. better known as the intersection of Millie and Hatchet. So bring your grain offering and your firstborn child, if you have one, to lay at the altar of the almighty goddess, Millie Hatchet. Because Lord knows I'd never be able to go to Bar 9 without the powers of the mighty Millie Hatchet. It's not like I've ever been there before or have been going to Bar 9 for years. The party starts around 9 p.m. MST, Millie Standard Time. And Millie has been nice enough to share her party with her friend, Peach Pear Plum, who's headed back to South Africa. So gracious, so wonderful. That's our Millie. So consider yourself lucky to be in the presence of the great Millie Hatchet this Saturday at Bar 9, 53rd Street, 9th Avenue in Manhattan. So I hope that makes Millie feel better.
Fez is back! Yeah!
Oh, stop!
Fez is back! Fez is back! Fez is back!
Pick him out! Pick him out! Pick him out!
No, you don't have to pick me. No, you really don't. All right, all I have to be going up. What?
There he goes!
I'm up very high. I'm up very high. I have to.
There he goes! Fez is back!
And I'm dying.
Take him out the hall!
You're going two different ways on my crotch. All right, you're dropping me. You're dropping me. Pick me back.
Fez, crowd surfing right now. If he breaks a hip.
That was the worst celebration carry ever.
Why so cranky? Why can't you just be happy for a second?
They dropped me. He's back!
Oh, they're backing him up again.
Oh, no,
they're
not
picking
again.
him up
No.
again.
No, it's
Fez is back.
Fez is back!
Watch the balls! Watch the balls! Quit hitting me in the crotch, Dave! Hey, careful!
Hey, Ron, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yo, Fezzy.
Yes.
That was a great catty moment, man.
It really was.
That wasn't a catty moment. That was the Bar 9 promo.
But it sounds just like a catty moment, doesn't it? Here's Teabagger.
Hey, buddies, I love the Fezzatorial. It was fantastic.
It was a good Fezzatorial, Fez.
That wasn't a Fezzatorial. That was a Bar 9 promo for the Millie Hatchet party.
Yeah, Big A.
Actually, I think Fez got one plug. His hair plug.
How about you, the human butt plug?
Fez, come on. He's
What?
straight.
He's not gay, though.
He's not...
Are we sure?
What is with cranky Fez? You're a nice guy.
I know. He is starting this. Big A is causing
Big
trouble.
A!
Oh,
A Big A! Yes, Big A, you had a question?
His cranky ass.
Yeah, craze.
He seemed to have taken it back. He yelled no afterwards.
By the way, I do have a spy report. My Pal Talk spy has told me that Marmar is no longer with Crazed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And it's sad. It's sad to hear. My Pal Talk spy, I'll just call her Angel F.
Okay.
And then she also sent me a picture of somebody in the bathtub last night.
Oh. Who?
I don't know, some chick. I guess she was on Pal Talk in the bathroom. I don't know what they do in there all night. By the way, this is really great. Grandmaster Flash's son is here, and it's really wonderful. Why did you dress like that today? Because Flash was in?
Well, I like to match the hat and the shirt.
Yeah.
Red and red.
Just like Grandmaster Flash did.
Yeah, keep it real.
That's young Nico Flash.
Fezzy, what's happening out there today? What's going on?
In Gloucester, Massachusetts, they have those 17-year-old girls, or those 17 girls from the high school who made the pact to all get pregnant. And 17 of them with child now. The average age, 16 years old.
One of them was Eastside Dave.
That's quite the club they've put together there. Let's all get together before school and vomit.
I didn't know, but I guess we had that club in my high school, too. You know how Catholic girls, they always refuse abortions.
Sure.
Even when you try to throw in an extra 50. Here's a little something for yourself. Why don't you stop on the way home?
Now, also, there was a report on CBS News that more and more 18 to 30-year-old men are using drugs like Viagra.
Yeah, that comes as a shock.
Because of their performance anxiety.
Performance anxiety? No, it's wanting to fuck for 12 hours. They're not nervous. They're already going, why not just do 2 extra ones? Let her sit there and do chin-ups on my dick.
Christy Brinkley, she's going to New York Supreme Court to try to get the details of her divorce made public. She wants everyone to know. Some of the allegations are that her husband, Peter Cook, was addicted to internet porn and that he was surfing swinger sites looking for other women.
Yeah, file him under regular guy. Now, she wants everybody to know how bad this guy is, right?
Exactly.
What marriage was this for her?
I think this was 3rd or 4th.
She's going into her 4th. So who's the fucking loser now, Christy? Come on, at some point. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, you never know who's going to stop by. Could be Grandmaster Flash. Could be Uncle Inky. Uncle Inky! Uncle Inky getting a big hand.
Inky's back!
Inky's back!
Inky's back! Inky's back!
Hi.
Inky's
What's
back.
going on?
Fred said he'd be over later with a joint, so if you could just hold on. Yeah.
Perfect. That's pretty much what I expected.
You're playing with what team on this?
That's a joke, right?
Yeah, you're not playing?
No, I'm going to hang out, hit on all their girlfriends while they run around bases and get drunk and high with Fred. No, I ain't playing shit.
No, but what team are you pulling for?
I don't even know what the teams are. I don't know.
So high.
This is really an organized event.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. All right, Dave, what team are you with?
I'm on the 909ers/Mets. Yeah! Yeah!
And Earl, what team are you on?
I'm with the Yankees. So
There's no Yankee fans here at all? Oh, you guys are Yankees? Earl, what are you predicting for yourself? 4 for 4?
5 for 5.
No, you're gonna hit the long ball. You're gonna lean you. Line drives, baby. Drop the shoulder.
I'm a singles doubles guy. So I'll definitely go.
Fucking Punch and Judy coming up, huh? Open and slap one and then leg it out.
I got some pop, so you never know.
To only hit a single in softball means there's no pop. First of all, the base is only 14 feet away from you. It should not be a problem to get there. I'm predicting MVP for Earl, though.
No way. No way. He was complaining about his wrists hurting before the show today.
Says who? I wasn't complaining about anything.
You try jacking off that cock of his and see if you don't have wrist problems.
I have.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I forgot.
True.
But yeah, 5 for 5. Planning on going 5 for 5 and MVP. We're going to win this game. Go Yanks.
MVP? Come on, Earl. You're not the MVP.
Hey. M as in Mary.
It's so close, though. There's a man in Florida who wants to help out the homeless by starting a homeless soccer team in Gainesville, Florida.
They already do this. They already have those soccer Olympics. They come from all over the world. Homeless people they put together. They did a documentary on that, and then they flew them all to Europe and let them sleep on the street there for a while. Because homeless people aren't going to be comfortable in a hotel room.
Right.
So here you're in Brussels. Try to find a bridge to lay under.
It's like a bigger version of the homeless shopping spree.
You were in that, right?
Well, I escorted the homeless. I wasn't homeless.
I saw you on CNN, and they said, look how mean O&A are. They sprayed fucking cologne in this homeless guy's face. And it was Fez Whatley.
Yeah, that was a mistake. And I never got a retraction on it from CNN or Drudge or Fox News, any of them.
That's because they were right.
And it was a homeless guy spraying me in the face. So, excuse me? Charles Barkley, he's going to play in a celebrity poker tournament.
Was it the awkward moment? Was that the fun thing?
Glad you enjoyed it.
They all go, now we get to see it live.
Charles Barkley, he's going to play in a celebrity poker tournament just about a month after pledging to never gamble again.
Well, it's a celebrity poker tournament. Much different.
He doesn't have to put up his own money in that?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But it's celebrity.
Yeah, so I guess it's for a good cause then.
Yeah, celebrities.
NBC, they decided to renew Notre Dame football, despite how bad the team is. So they have extended the contract through 2015.
This is really like the news today. It's really like being able to see the news live. All right, Ron and Fez show, hanging out with you. Still waiting for some other folks to stop by. Earl, what position are you playing this weekend?
I would hope to play first base and maybe a little bit of outfield.
And a little bit of peanut vendor.
All right.
You love snacks.
Keep talking, Dave. I'll talk on the field. I will talk on the field.
He's going to talk on the field. Hey, bada. So, swing, bada. Hey, bada, swing.
I'm staying on third base.
Yeah. Earl, any of your family going to be there to see you? Anybody stopping down?
No.
I'm going to be down there, Ron.
Who's that?
Oh, Ron, I'm Earl's dead grandmother.
Oh.
Stop, Dave.
I plan to get down there after I get done fucking Tim Russert.
Oh, no. I feel bad.
Hi, Ron. Tim Russert here. I might be freshly dead, but that doesn't mean I can't fuck Earl's dead grandmother.
Keep pushing me, Dave. Keep pushing me.
Earl, when did your grandmother pass away?
She passed away 2005.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
Hello, Wordsworth here. Like the hands on the clock. I love to make Earl's dead grandmother suck my cock. Little whore.
She died after a very long and painful illness.
Hello, Genghis Khan over here. I've conquered so many peoples, but I've never conquered Earl's grandmother's skanky asshole.
Earl, what happened to her? Maybe you talk to Dr. Steve about it. What did she have?
She had a series of heart attacks, and she also had ovarian cancer.
Over here. I love animals, like Earl's dead grandmother and the twin sisters. I fuck them both. And jizz on them, too.
We were very, very close.
I'm sure. Where is she buried?
She's getting fucked by Noah.
Where's she buried now?
She's buried in North Carolina right now.
Back in the old home state, huh?
Yeah, not far from where she literally built a home.
Hi, y'all. Ty Cobb here.
Oh, it's Ty Cobb. What is it?
All right, he's on top of Dave. I think he's trying to say timeout, Earl.
He's got a mouth. All right. Oh. What did I say?
Keep pushing me, Dave. Keep pushing me.
All right. My ass. Oh. Okay.
All right, get off of him, Earl.
All right.
Earl, it's kind of unprofessional.
Oh. What did I even say? I don't even remember,
What did you say that made you mad? The Ty Cobb thing? You don't like Ty Cobb, bro?
Jeez Louise, what did I say?
Ty Cobb, Tim Russert, all that bullshit.
What happened exactly? He said they had sex with your grandmother?
Hello, it's Liberace here. My fingers do the dancing on the piano and Earl's grandmother's dirty twat.
Oh, man.
You should cut your fingernails.
Earl, don't go. Earl, don't do this.
Earl, he's not really Liberace.
He's got a baby here.
He's not really Liberace.
Earl, don't stoop to his level. He's tapped, Earl. He's tapped.
He tapped.
I'm tapping. What did I say? What did I even do, though? That's the thing that I
Lily, come on in here, darling. It's Lily, everybody. Let her hear it. Everybody likes Lily. Dr. Steve, you know Lily, don't you?
Hello, Lily.
Hi, Dr. Steve.
Did you guys run into each other down there at Bonnaroo?
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
I ran into P.A. John and his beautiful wife, Jill.
Oh, yeah, they were down there?
Yeah, Dr. Steve lived too far away from the actual venue, so I didn't see him.
So how was the big show down there? Nice?
It was good. Yeah, I gave a recap the other day.
It was
really
good.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, you went down alone, right?
I went down alone, yes, but I wasn't alone when I was down there. No. I knew a bunch of people down there.
We know a lot of people, huh?
Yeah.
Like who?
My friends.
Just friends.
Yeah.
Anonymous friends. So you had a nice trip.
Yeah, it was fun.
Seems like you were backstage too, huh?
Yeah, for a little bit, sure.
Little VIP treatment.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit, though.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed yourself.
Uh-huh.
That's good. I don't even think we should ask about it. Here's Earl, who's on the phones right now. Scott Muni.
Hey, Earl, how you doing? I just wanted to say that I've been dead for 4 years. You never visited me, so I'm going to keep fucking your grandma.
All right, Muni.
Hey, Earl, when are you going to visit me?
It was not Scott Muni.
I'll see you tonight, Scotto.
Oh, yeah.
Was that Scott Muni?
No,
That
it
was
was not
Scott
Scott
Muni.
Muni.
Do they have a payphone in heaven?
No, they don't have a payphone.
I need a Kleenex to get all this heavenly jizz out of my ass from Scotto.
Don't.
A lot of it in here.
Here's Brian's got a question for you, Dr. Steve. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Steve, is it true that 7 inches is the average dick size? Because if Earl's got this pack of heat, Fez is going to have a problem.
I don't even understand that question.
Yeah.
Why do people worry about such things, Dr. Steve? No, Lily, you say you're a size queen, right?
I like them on the larger size.
Yeah.
Sure.
You said it's going to be the size of a half-gallon milk bottle. You said.
I didn't say that big, but yeah, a little bit bigger is always a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Baby's leg?
Yeah. It's enjoyable.
Are you dating anyone now?
No.
Lily?
Nobody. I'm not.
I didn't say a thing.
I know.
I didn't say a thing. I was just asking. I'm just worried about you.
Worried? No, I'm
Well, you
fine.
leave and you don't come back to all hours of the night. Fez, some food got dropped off from us for Dana JP from Philly. Thanks, boys. Bringing in some Philly food. Way to make it happen. Because we've had a...
Thanks, guys.
We had a very disappointing week with you this week, huh, Fez?
Well, I don't think it was disappointing. There was just each day there was a little bit of a foul up.
Right. Here is... let's go to Todd. Todd, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I was just wondering what age Earl's grandmother is now that she's in heaven.
We'll actually have to cut one of her legs and look at the rings. Not sure exactly how old she would be. Earl doesn't like to be in here. He likes to do other stuff outside.
I'm immortal, which is good because that means I can fuck forever.
All right.
There's a
Earl, this is going to stop. Earl.
Get off of Dave. My ass.
Earl, do you want to stop interrupting the show? Paul, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to see if Lil was going to be with going to Jimmy to LA this weekend.
No.
Where would that even come from?
I don't
understand that.
No, the answer
But that would be
no.
nice, a nice LA
Hey,
trip,
I would
huh?
love to go to LA, but no, I would not be going. No.
Mm.
Why would I?
Huh?
Why would I be going?
I don't know.
I think he's got a girlfriend. That's what the rumor.
I don't even know what you're talking
and it's
about.
not me. Okay.
Bullshit. Hi, Easy E. Easy E, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I have a question for Dr. Steve. Is it possible to transmit AIDS in heaven?
What a show it's been. Don't worry about Easy. I fuck Rock Hudson every
All right.
night.
Vaz, hold on to his belt loop because I don't want him getting
All
up
right.
anymore. Hold on to Earl's belt loop.
I got him.
Heath Ledger, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
I just like to say that Earl that I fuck his grandmother every night.
All right. That's from Heath Ledger. He's a great actor, Earl. But Grandma must be a cougar, huh?
Oh, yeah, of course she is.
It ain't no Joker. Heath Ledger can fuck me over.
Was that a rhyme there?
Sort of. Grandma's rapping. I thought the Joker rhymed.
You know, these are almost as bad as Big A's lines. Like the same person feeding Earl's grandmother also fed Big Earl.
Oh, absolutely
bad
not.
lines. Big A did have a question. Yes, Big A.
Gosh, I did all my lines.
Thank you for clarifying.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Earl, why don't you come back at Dave anytime, man? What's the matter with you?
Yeah, why don't you think of something to say to Dave?
Yeah.
This violence is a lot more
Mary
easier.
Beanie or something like that.
Just choking his ass out.
Well, that's only because he doesn't hit you back. That's been the lucky thing.
I'm peaceful.
Let's just drop this and we move on.
Okay.
Hey, Al Capone. Al Capone, you are on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, Al Capone.
Hey, I got a question for the doc.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they
Is
using
it?
me?
I still have syphilis, but Earl's grandma still wants to fuck me. Is
Are they dragging me into this?
I don't know, Doc.
They need advice.
I feel terrible about it.
Even in the hereafter.
Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I just wanted to ask Lily. I know Norton couldn't do anything with any porn stars this week because of his new girlfriend. Did you spend any time with Norton and his girlfriend down there at Bonnaroo, Lily?
No.
These rumors have got to stop.
You know, I mean, really, it's just getting ridiculous.
It's crazy.
I don't hate my father enough to do that, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Jesus,
I know.
The guy's a genius.
But perv.
But what, he's not a, what?
Perv and,
Not a Muslim?
Yeah, that too, sure.
You have to be with, you know what would be good for you? Bin Laden. He would be, your dad would be so proud.
Yeah.
Your family's Muslim.
Yeah.
And I went over your house. Your dad has a big picture of the Twin Towers falling.
It was a good day.
We got Chris Farley on the phone. Hi, Chris.
Hi, this is Chris Farley. Am I on?
Yeah.
I'd just like to say I've been doing his grandmother in a van down by the
The Jordan River.
Earl, don't even pay any attention. Tupac, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yo, what's up? I just wanted to let Earl know I got this bitch mewing dope everywhere. Holla.
Fuck me,
Don't listen, Earl. Houdini, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, this is Houdini, and I like making my cock disappear in Earl's grandmother's ass.
You can't escape from my twat, Houdini.
Magical.
I think Earl's grandmother's been drinking a little.
No, the only thing I've been drinking is cum.
Is this Earl's grandmother or Paul Puma? Who's actually doing that? Abe Lincoln, you're on Ron and Fez.
4:07 minutes ago, I just fucked Earl's grandmother.
Oh.
Free me from slavery, Abe. The slavery of your cock.
Earl, don't listen. Hold on tight, Fezzy.
I got him.
Earl, you have my word. This is going to stop. Fatty Arbuckle, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
This is Fatty Arbuckle, and Earl's grandma likes it with a busted Coke bottle.
Earl, don't listen. That was a champagne bottle.
Yeah. They got it all wrong.
They're crazy. Don't listen to any of these people. By the way, Jean-Benet Ramsey, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, this is Jean-Benet Ramsey. Earl's grandmother touches me in private places.
Well, I like your cute little snatch. So small. Like a Cracker Jack box.
Can't get up, huh, Fez?
No.
You got him?
I got him good.
Good.
I got him good.
Rodney Dangerfield, Ron and Fez show.
Oh, for the first time in eternity, I'm getting some respect, and it's coming right from Earl's grandmother. She's fantastic.
You know, it's incredible how little talent our callers have. There hasn't been one close fucking impression yet. And I don't think, Earl, I wouldn't even listen to any of these people. Silly, really. Kunta Kinte, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Wow.
Hello there, this here Kunta Kinte, and I'm fucking Earl's grandmother. Dick, don't stop me now.
Oh, Kuda.
Fezzy, there's a brand new documentary film out right now. And, you saw the Super Size Me documentary. This is done in the same fashion, only it's called Super High Me. The comedian Doug Benson went 30 days in a row of being high the entire time. Let's bring him into the studio. The star of Super Jaime, Mr. Doug Benson. Doug Benson.
Hey!
How are you, buddy? Congratulations. I like to see that comics are now getting involved with scientific experiments.
Yeah, I did this movie for science.
Yeah.
And for a lot of free weed.
And you got a lot of it too, right? Wherever you went?
Yeah, it got donated by the various dispensaries in Southern California that we visited.
What was really kind of fun about this is that it didn't seem like it was that difficult for you to pull off. No, you were high the entire time?
Yeah, well, I did 30 days of not smoking first, and then 30 days of constantly smoking.
Right.
After being a moderate to heavy pot smoker for quite a few years.
Right. So the idea just came from a bet off stage.
It was just a joke in my act, and I said it to a filmmaker friend of mine one night, and he said, let's really do it. And I was like, really? And he talked to some people, and they talked to some people. Next thing I knew, we had the money and we were making it.
Now, those of us on the East Coast don't understand the California medicinal, marijuana thing at all.
Can't even say it.
Yeah, I know. How do they get away with it? How is it done? Because the federal government does not accept this.
Yeah, it's crazy. And you see it in the movie. The feds, this California state law says that medical marijuana is legal, and the feds are saying that it's illegal. So basically, there's these stores all over California where they sell pot, and they get raided by the feds randomly and shut down, and all their stuff gets taken. And it's a crazy situation.
Now, do any of the patients get busted for this, or
no?
You can go around California, and they were giving you in like a little drugstore bag when you were leaving. Everything was set up like it was, real.
The bottles are like prescription bottles.
Yeah.
And it says, keep away from children, which I try to do in general.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And it's
how good is the pot?
It's amazing. It's really good. I've been to Amsterdam, Vancouver, Mexico. I've smoked it all, and medical marijuana is like on par with that, and sometimes even better.
What was really funny is that it's set up like it's a drugstore, but then the names of some of the medical marijuana, one of them that made me laugh was just called Snoop. It was just, and like, okay, we get it. You're really fucking straight with this. But
have you heard Snoop's song with Willie Nelson?
No.
They got a new single, Snoop Dogg and Willie Nelson. It's called My Medicine. It's awesome. Not a great song, but, just the fact that it exists is awesome.
No, but when the DA came out there, they were acting like they were busting a fucking crack ring in Detroit, right?
Yeah. They treat it really, they're really intense about it. That's the line in the movie. I do a lot of stand-up comedy in the movie, and I get my laughs, But the biggest laugh in the movie is when a protester at a bust of a dispensary yells out, "Go bust a meth lab, you pussies!"
Right.
That gets a huge laugh whenever the movie's playing in theaters, which was briefly.
Well, they were being like, the DA, they were such dicks of just like flashing their lights, and I'm like, we're watching this. We do have a right to know what these guys are doing. There are guys, we pay for this act. Don't act like somehow you're separate from the rest of us.
Yeah, get that camera out here. What?
What's that mean?
There's tons of witnesses. It doesn't, what difference does it make if we film you,
So for you get up in the morning, you'd be high by the time you went to bed. Was there ever a thing where you started to smoke yourself straight after a while where you're like, this is normal?
You get like waves where you just feel like, it doesn't feel like it's as effective as it was. But like that was the thing, is we got so many different strains donated, and I would eat some of the stuff, like pot pills and brownies and stuff like that. So like just being able to change it up like that was easy to just, keep the high going. And I was kind of on the honor system. I had to they watched me, they were filming me all the time. So they watched me take all this stuff in, but I also had to be like, conscious of, I don't feel so high right now, and start smoking it.
And you wanted to do it. You wanted to see whether you could pull it off or not.
And it was my job for a month, so it wasn't that difficult. Like, I don't recommend it to people that have things they need to do and places they need to be. But they drove me around the whole month and filmed me. So I just did stand-up comedy, which is easy for me to do high. I've been doing that for a long time. And and they filmed it, and I'm just happy that nothing, It'd be interesting if something catastrophic happened while I was high, but as it turns out, it just
to get
shows.
a call from your mom. Oh my God, you've got to come home.
Yeah, exactly. There's certainly people behind the movie were kind of hoping something would happen, but then ultimately, what's interesting about the movie is nothing much happens. I just sort of live my life and don't bother anybody. To me, the message of the movie is if you're going to smoke pot in the privacy of your own home while not operating heavy machinery and possibly watching a Project Runway marathon on Bravo.
Right.
Why not? Go ahead. Do your thing.
And I really don't understand why anybody in the world would have a problem with that philosophy. That as long as whoever that person is not bothering anyone else, why would anyone give a shit what anyone's doing?
I don't think they do, and I think that's why it's not it's not a campaign issue at all.
Yeah.
You don't see Barack or McCain ever talking about it. 'Cause
Yeah.
they don't need to, because nobody's up in arms about it. Nobody's that upset about marijuana. And then you watch these ad council commercials that they put on where they they're anti-pot, trying to get the kids off of pot, and it's ridiculous. They can't even get the message through. They have a dog talking to a girl as an example of why not to smoke pot. That's a reason to smoke pot if you can communicate with animals. That'd be fantastic. And all the commercials are like that. It's a big waste of time and money. That's taxpayer money going into that stuff too. It's ridiculous. Now your parents, the kid's father's medicine cabinet, mom and dad's medicine cabinet, that's what they need to be warning them about. Right. That's where the trouble can really start, because there's some good stuff in there.
Well, even one of the other comics brought that up. He says, I've never gotten high. I've never drank. But then he said he's been on antidepressants for 12 years.
Yeah.
So, with people going, well, you're never straight. Guys that are on antidepressants, how do you know if you really feel what you're feeling at any given time? You take them, right, Fez?
I'm on antidepressants, and I don't know what the normal feeling is.
Anymore? You don't know what normal is?
No, and I haven't had much success with antidepressants. And people always told me that, one day you're going to wake up and you're just going to feel great. Well, I'm still waiting for that to happen, so I don't know what the feeling is supposed to be.
Why don't you smoke pot for 30 days? Maybe that's what you really need.
I don't know if that's good for me. 30 days of paranoia.
Yeah, well, if you lived out in California, that's another thing, is when you go into these places, they can find out what your problem is and sort of assess it and tell you what strain of weed you should be smoking. And they could kind of figure it out that way. And you can try it and then, see if there's any adverse side effects and try something else, It's a good...
Yeah, I saw that in your movie. Like, they're going, maybe you just need a body high.
They wear the little... Yeah. And he wears the little pharmacist uniform.
Yeah, right.
It's adorable. They really like to pretend that they're,
And then you're literally just walking around a bunch of weed.
Yeah.
So, after all these years... But is Dr. Steve still here? Because he says they haven't really done a lot of experiments on medical marijuana. That we haven't really put this... our research into it. There's Dr. Steve. I caught you in the middle of eating a sandwich.
Okay, man.
Yeah. 30 days, never stop smoking pot the whole time.
Okay.
Now, in California, you can get the weed from basically a pharmacist. It's kind of a coffee shop / pharmacist situation. It's hard to explain. It's California. But from your saying, we don't know whether it's medicine or not. We don't think it's harmful, but you don't know if it's really medication.
Well, smoking has its own problems because there's carbon monoxide and there's
it's always
tar and all
harmful
that
to
kind of
smoke
stuff.
anything.
Right.
That's established in the movie. So the doctor in the movie says use a vaporizer, steam the weed, or edibles.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, marijuana is medicine. We use it. Like I said earlier in the show, we have this medication called Marinol that's basically Delta-9 THC in a pill, and we use it for chemo-related nausea and for people who have lost their appetite, because we all know what happens when people smoke is they get the munchies.
I used to know, but then I smoked for 30 days. So I don't remember. But yeah,
did you have munchies for 30 days, or did that finally go away?
No,
I'm curious about that.
Oh yeah, it stuck with me. But I don't call it munchies. I just call it just a desire for everything.
Yeah.
Like everything's more fun and exciting and it tastes better, and it's all great. But I did gain about 8 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if you kept that going
days.
for 12 months.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I wouldn't recommend
my roommate in
smoking
college.
constantly. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody smoking constantly. But if someone chose to, I would say, rock on, go for it.
Well, it's funny. Like when I brought up your movie to people, almost everybody would say, "Oh, I have a friend just like that." Everybody has at least one friend that never is not high.
And I get MySpace messages all the time. 30 days, big deal. I've done it for 7 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but you didn't film it, did you, genius?
That is the beauty of it. It's all packaging.
really
it's
is.
like if you think of it like a joke at your house, it's not as good as doing it on the Tonight Show. It's a much better place to be in front of people there.
Yeah.
But you can't also fight the fact that somehow music and comedy is better appreciated when you're smoking pot.
Oh, yeah, and movies, like, amusement park rides, all that stuff. Like
amusement park rides.
Everything. Oh, yeah, I was just at the Magic Kingdom in Florida a couple days ago, and I just, ate a giant pot cookie before going in, and then like an hour into it, it hit me, and then I went on roller coasters and had a fantastic time. Didn't bother anybody.
I bet literally if we could legalize marijuana, you would see adults running through sprinklers. Basically, they would act like this.
Out of the way, kid.
Yeah, this is plenty. I don't need a vacation. I'm going to stay at my house and run through a sprinkler.
Well, that's what you do. You get high and you make plans to go out, but you don't have to go out to have a good time. You end up staying home.
Right.
There are the body makes cannabis-type substances, and there are cannabis receptors in the nervous system. And they came out with a medication for weight loss that blocked cannabis receptors. It was called Ramonabant. And it didn't get through the FDA because it actually caused more problems than it solved. So those cannabis receptors are required for healthy living. Now, overwhelming them, who knows? We do need to do a lot more research on it. But we were talking earlier before you came, Doug. I'm a big fan, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
That there used to be a lot of federally funded research on marijuana as medicine, and it's pretty much dried up in this
they're
situation.
not going to deal with it anymore.
I think it's like a non-issue in either direction. Like, the only people that are really, worked up about pot right now are people who are trying to get it legalized. Yeah. Everyone else is like, okay, if it happens, we'll just stand around and let it happen. But, because we couldn't get any politicians. We got one politician to talk on camera, and that was a guy that thinks that marijuana should be legal. And he doesn't even smoke it. He just
thinks people should do what they want to do.
He's just being logical. He's just like, well, how's it going to hurt me and my family if
Minnesota,
some guy smokes
right?
weed? Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he looked like a puppet from the Dream Police Team America movie.
I think especially for hospice patients and stuff. Why should we deprive them of anything that might help them? That's my issue.
Right.
Or pursuit of happiness in general.
Yeah.
If you're not sick, but it makes you happy, then as long as you're not hurting anybody, that's the main thing. Is
just don't fuck with anybody else's time. That's all you got to do. That's all you
Your
have
friends
to do.
may hate you because you're always late or whatever, but I'm a very punctual pothead. So. I got here on time, right?
Yes.
What time is it?
You were due here yesterday.
I love when
it's the right time. It's just 24 hours later.
I love when stoners say it's 4:20 somewhere, man.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. It has to be 20 minutes after the hour.
Here's Rob.
Hey, I saw Doug's documentary last night, and what really pissed me off was the fact that the DEA agents are busting up legitimate business owners, and pretty much what I took away from that is they're supporting the illegal street dealers for marijuana.
Essentially, that's what they're doing. Yeah, because these places are safe and they're inside, and they often have security guards that they hire to watch the place, and it's weird. Like in some neighborhoods, I guess somebody will complain, but that's the other funny thing about it is the names of these places. They never sound. It's not like pot store.
Yeah.
It's always like the California Patients Alliance. And that just sounds like a nice, normal business. It's not bothering anyone.
It would be really smart to put it next to a frozen yogurt place. Just to have a one-stop shopping.
There's an intersection in L.A. at Santa Monica and Fairfax where 3 out of the 4 corners have a medical marijuana dispensary.
Is that right?
Yeah. There's like over 200 of them in Los Angeles alone.
I guess the issue is the federal government doesn't recognize California's right to make marijuana legal.
They don't recognize the state's right.
the best line in the whole movie was they're busting this one place, and some like hippie just goes, "Bust a meth lab, you pussy!"
Yeah. But, I mean, oddly enough, that part of it was really kind of sad. When you sat there and watched this, of people's businesses being pulled apart by these, and they have the complete look of secret police. They're not like regular cops. They're showing up in these black
they got
fucking
their black
SUVs.
ninja outfits
and you're
on.
like, what is this, you know? You really you don't understand.
Yeah, I think they went into law enforcement so that they could be moving boxes. Like,
Right.
That's all they do is go in and carry out all of the shit. It's like, what are you doing with your life?
Every one of them looks and acts like Dwight Schrute. It's just like the fucking asshole guy from high school.
And the LA cops, they just stand around and they just kind of keep the peace. They just make sure it doesn't get out of hand, but they don't do anything. They don't, they don't get involved because it's legal.
Right.
In California.
And that's kind of the fucking, like, a little bit between scary and sad of, here's the police, the peacekeepers, and they have nothing to do with these cats. They didn't get the call that they were coming in. They've got, they're not checking in with them. These are just guys showing up dressed in black, taking shit and leaving. It looks a little scary. It looks like German shepherds.
Most of the places open up again 2 or 3 days later. They just have to get, they got to get a little capital going and get some more product. But, it's just an endless cycle. Like, they just keep getting busted and then keep coming back, and it's weird.
Super Jaime is the movie Doug Benson is in with us. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, you buddies.
Hey, man.
Hey, Doug, I saw your movie, and, it's a very funny movie, and you also did a good job educating people on medicinal marijuana. There are people out there that don't know that, marijuana can help them.
Yeah, I hope that, I didn't set out to make a political movie. I just set out to make a comedy and something that just makes marijuana more acceptable in general. And, but the stuff we captured at the dispensaries, those 2 busts that are in the movie, they happened while we were shooting, so we were able to, get it all on film. And now that it's all put together, I'm pretty proud of it because, it's not just a comedy. It's got a little thoughtfulness behind it.
Well, you went 30 days without marijuana, which kind of showed that you really didn't need it.
Super easy to do.
Yeah.
A lot harder to... I quit drinking for the entire 60.
Yeah.
And that was hard. That was really hard.
for
Because
you.
I'm a comedian. I drink every night. I'm in comedy clubs every night. So that's what I feel like I'm more addicted to alcohol than I am to marijuana. And also in the movie, we did sperm tests, occasionally to see how that changes with the constant marijuana use. And so to do a sperm test, you can't jerk off for like 3 days before you do it. And that was harder than quitting alcohol for 60 days. That was harder than 30 days of not smoking pot.
Yeah, you're asking too much after a while for a fucking movie.
Yeah, what am I going to do with myself if I can't jerk off or drink or smoke weed? What is left? Cable TV, I guess.
Now, what happened with your sperm count there? Was it less? It was up.
It went up. But you know what? I think we were all high making that movie.
Yeah.
So I think something...
Including the doctors.
I think maybe the bag got switched with somebody else's sperm or something because I find that a little fishy, but it's still hilarious. Every test I do in the movie, I do a psychic test, I take the SATs. Every test, spoiler alert, every test I do in the movie, I do better high.
And I was trying to figure that out. I'm thinking, well, maybe he's more in the test mode. He's, he had already taken it a month before.
Well, they gave me a different one with the SATs. It wasn't the exact same questions. But yeah, I do definitely get more, like you find a strange focus when you're high. Like you can really accomplish great things when you're high. Like I get a lot of writing done when I'm high. I can, do busy work or, work around the house when I'm high. But then also there's just that possibility of distraction. Like that's the one thing that ruins it is like, but if you're trying to get something done and you get high, you might get something else done.
Right.
And that might be watching 7 hours of Law and Order SVU.
Yeah, suddenly the Discovery Channel, you're watching all the shit that you wouldn't watch in school. Something on ants. Fuck yeah. I'm totally into this.
I can't wait to get high and watch that National Geographic special about the girl that was born with 8 arms. That's going to be awesome.
Doug Benson's in studio with us. His new film, Super Jaime, is now available on DVD. He's also going to be at Comics Comedy Club in New York tonight and tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys, I was wondering, why are the feds not busting the pot farms?
Well, do they have any idea where they get it from?
Yeah, I think the farms get busted all the time too. That's what you hear about more often than the dispensaries. Is like the news somehow likes the image of like showing a big field of pot and saying it's out there somewhere and these guys found it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
Is it in the U.S.?
Going up in flames.
Yeah, in the U.S. they have them. You know, because that's part of the in California. That's part of the whole dispensary program is that you can get a license to be a caregiver. They call them, or a grower, like a person that makes all this weed to give to people. So they also are theoretically protected by state law. But again, the feds just come in, shut the operation down. You know, because all it takes is like a neighboring farmer or something to say, I don't like what's going on over there.
Right.
And then that's an excuse to come in and stop it, you know. But you're right, though. It does seem like, why don't they just stop everybody from growing? But then I guess it would be brought in from elsewhere. You know, there's this guy in the movie that's up in Canada. He calls himself the Prince of Pot, and that guy is they want to extradite him to the U.S. because he sells seeds over the internet. And then they want to bring that guy down to the States and try him and throw him away for 20 or 30 years for selling little pot seeds that somebody has to turn around and plant and nurture and turn into this supposedly horrible, illegal thing.
Look what fucking, Tommy Chong went through for some glass pipes and maybe a little rubber tubing. I never, to this day, I don't understand. He must have the worst lawyer in history.
Well, because what he did was they ordered it from someplace where they ordered it from like somewhere in Pennsylvania, and where the laws were just stricter about paraphernalia going through the mail. Mm-hmm. And so that's how they got him. And the reason that his lawyers failed to keep him out of jail is because he threw himself on the mercy of the judge for his son's benefit. Tommy's son ran the company that did that.
I see.
And so since they were trying to make an example of Tommy anyway, it was like, well, Tommy will go to a minimum security prison for 9 months, and his son won't get charged or put away himself.
And again, Tommy Chong, good fucking guy. You know what I mean? I mean, he is such a stand-up guy.
Super nice, man.
He's really the best
great.
fucking guy. And then, of course he's going to go do the right thing like that,
the greatest thing he said to me about being in prison was that, because whenever I see him, I'd ask him questions about his stuff because it's so fascinating, and I'm worried it might happen to me. He said that you're not in prison when you're asleep, like that he just slept a lot while he was in there, and in your dreams, I guess you don't dream about being in prison when you're in prison,
right? So
it's a great escape,
I think he got that from Nelson Mandela. I'm not sure.
Did Mandela say that, really?
I think he lifted it. No, I don't know. But it would be really great if we got those two confused.
There might be somebody else that he got it from, but he told it to me, so that's all that matters.
I really felt bad because I thought Cheech should have went in with him. I just thought, for old time's sake.
Yeah, go in
and
and
it's
hang
another
out.
movie.
It's true.
Dan, go ahead, man.
Wasn't the last guy Dan?
Oh, yeah, that was. I never fucking hung up on him. Are
we done with you, Dan?
Pat, go ahead.
Hey, guys. Hey, is the medical marijuana from the dispensaries cheaper than it is on the street?
It's almost identical. The prices are comparable between street and, in fact, street's a little bit more expensive because sometimes the guy has to bring it over to your house. Like with these stores, since you're walking in there, just to give you an idea, you can compare to New York prices are crazy because it's all, it's mostly delivery here. But you can get top of the line OG Kush for about $65 for an eighth.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty standard.
Isn't it funny how all these fucking people know what standard is, though?
Yeah.
It's just really odd how there's not big swings in prices ever. Any neighborhood, it's about the same always.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like a lot of illegal things. Sort of. There's the girl with the limbs.
Oh, there she is.
Oh yeah,
the eight-limb girl,
the octopus girl. They called her.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, weed.
Yeah. All right, Doug. Thanks so much for coming in. Now the DVD is available.
It's
everywhere?
out. It's out. You can get it. That's another thing I'm proud of is you can get it on Amazon, Netflix. Not Walmart, But Best Buy has it. You might have to look a little bit because they're not going to put it like in the front shelf as you walk in the door. Picture of me with a bunch of joints in my mouth. But it's like in the miscellaneous section or something.
Miscellaneous. Always go look in that section.
But Amazon's the best way to go if you want to just, because you can do it over the internet. You don't have to, talk to anybody.
And about 100% of the material that you do in there is all about pot, too, and about the experiment itself.
It's about everything that's going on. It's kind of like an episode of Seinfeld if he was high and talking about it on stage.
Where he lives it for a while, and then that's where the stand-up is. And then you're
in my movie, I spend more money I spend more time at Monk's, the diner, than they do.
And Doug will be at Comics Comedy Club in New York tonight and tomorrow. You can check out his MySpace page, myspace.com/Doug_Benson.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Steve, listen to him this weekend.
Yep.
What time?
Weird Medicine, 9 p.m., Saturday Night Virus, XM 202.
And did you hear that?
9 p.m. Eastern.
Did you know this? That if you eat too many bananas, it could kill you? Did you hear that? Have you ever heard that? Like too much potassium is bad.
Oh, well, yeah, too much potassium.
But how many we eating?
I don't think
I don't know how many it is, but I heard
3.
a doctor on TV saying that. So now I'm not going to eat any bananas just to be safe.
I was waiting for the punchline. Sorry.
One sounds like it's too much.
All right, that's it. Big softball tournament this weekend. Go Mets, go Yankees, go Boston, go Philly. Parties this weekend too, Fez.
That's right. Tonight it's Big A and No Filter Paul's birthday party at O'Looney's. That's in New York, 45th Street between 6th and Broadway. And then tomorrow night, check out the wonderful Millie Hatchett's party at Bar 9. That's going to be at 53rd Street and 9th Avenue, also in Manhattan.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Parking cars. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. I've been told that you've been bold with Harry, Mark, and John. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday to Thursday with Harry, Mark, and John. Satellites gone up to the skies. Things like that drive me out of my mind. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love.
It's the Ron and Fez Show.